All right, welcome to another
This meeting is
edition
being
of the
recorded.
BS sessions. How you guys doing, man? Jerry, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
What's up?
We got the usual panning, man. Panel tonight.
At least you didn't mess up a podcast name.
Not yet. I've still got time. We got Andy Rodriguez, of course, with Blackspinner. And then we got Al Horta from Be Cool or Be Podcast Out. I got it right. Damn, hell yeah, I'm on a roll tonight.
Nice.
And then we have our third member of our announcing team, Charles Trainer, man. How you doing, man?
Doing all right.
Good. How's
Got
Poland?
tea in house.
Yeah.
What's new in Europe, man?
Yeah, now it's raining.
Oh, well, raining
Yeah.
here too.
About the day, about to change. Weather changing. That's about it.
When are you flying over here for Rockin' Pod?
Next Thursday.
Cool.
Yeah,
Coming
man.
through old JFK. First time I've ever been to that fucking
You guys got a
airport.
week, man.
Oh, wow.
Piece of shit. I've heard.
I know that
don't
shit. It went by so fast. I remember buying the tickets. I'm like, damn, 6 months away. And it's like, damn, it's already here. It's like, cool.
Yeah.
I'm
fucking
stoked
wish
about it.
I wish I could go.
I wish you were there too, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, man.
I was just talking to my wife today. I'm like, hey, let's just take a spontaneous trip down to Nashville next weekend.
Just be stylishly late and fashionably late, and there you go.
Just
You
don't
never know,
piss on
hey,
my
dude.
Bluetooth, okay? Don't piss on my Bluetooth, all right?
No, you got to be a member of the Piss Army.
We want you. We
Charles,
want you.
explain what the piss army is for the folks at home.
Dude, can I just say something? The
ahead.
whole piss thing, dude. I came up with that shit fucking years ago. Like I was like, dude, I had this idea like, Ace and Peter should paint themselves yellow and tour as piss. You know, that would fucking
But
piss
this-
Gina
this
fall
is-
off so bad.
We want you to start copywriting our shit,
It's
man.
a
So we can
different-
free them for a change.
This is a different Piss Army. This is a whole different deal. So
I'm just
This
curious
is-
where they're getting the piss
this-
from.
this is a call up from arms from the Rock and
Drink
Metal Combat podcast, being that Mark wants to walk in with a Bluetooth speaker playing Sammy Hagar or something like
Yeah, I
one
would,
way to rock.
I would not. I would
I'm
not.
a
walk in.
dildo or something. I don't know, like that.
I gotta hand it to
And-
Mark, man. You got some big cojones, bro.
Major cojones, man. And he's
Ralph-
not going back down either.
Ralph
Should
and,
be-
I
Ian
would have
called,
ran and hit already.
Ralph and Ian called for everybody to piss on his Bluetooth speaker. So, and
Just
I'd
bring in
rather,
like a fake. Bring in like a fake one, man.
I'd rather be a pisser than a pissy.
Hey, but they
Oh,
got
no.
something wrong. We did not get a table, guys. So you
Yeah.
can't come piss on my interviews because we're just gonna walk around pissing on you guys. We're gonna find you and I'm gonna piss on you.
I'm not pissing on nobody. That's all.
I'm going
jokes.
there for other reasons.
Now, I'm gonna walk by their
This
table
is
when
not
they're,
one of them.
when they're interviewing somebody. I'm gonna go, hey, Ralph and Ian, Sammy Hagar rules, bitches.
I'm gonna read a bulletin on like YouTube. Mark and Jerry and Charles get kicked out of fucking Rockin' Pod.
I'm not gonna be that bad. I'm just
So
gonna
Jerry and Charles have decided to part ways with Mark on his tail.
I'm very respectful to Chris. I ain't gonna fuck Chris's thing
Dude,
up, man.
Due to unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It
There's
sounds
some
like there
creative
were
differences.
foreseen.
Those two guys love me, even though Ian says our podcast sucks. Fuck off, Ian. Our podcast rules, both of them. Fuck off. I'm tired of taking your shit on my podcast sucking. You know what? It doesn't suck. I get a lot of people telling me, you know what? They said your podcast sucks so much that we finally decided to listen to it. And actually, we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it with Lee and we enjoy it with the new guys on there. It says, you're really, Eric Swinson says, Mark, you're really entertaining. I just like to see you a train wreck. I go, fuck off.
All right, Mark. Let's get this BS
Let's get this going.
brother.
Jerry, you had something
Yo.
to say about Brad Delp.
Oh man, 16 years ago to the date today, man, we lost one of the best singers. I mean, angelic voice, man, outstanding fuck, I still miss him to this date. Brad Delp, man. Seems like he's been forgotten a little bit over the years. I just wanted to mention that tonight because I think we should remember, what a great singer he was. It's just so sad. I don't know. There's mixed reports of what happened about his suicide.
Yeah.
I don't know who to believe about that, but anyway, it's tragic no matter what, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been low in life, man, but I don't know what it takes to get to that low in life where you want to kill yourself, man.
I can't imagine.
In 2019, I got really sick, man. And I was sick for a long time. I was not getting any better. And I used to say to myself, if I'm ever sick, keep me alive no matter what. But those 7 months I was sick, I would not want to live like that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and I was talking to you and your sister at that time.
But, like I said, but mentally, I've never even, and I've had some lows in my life. I just never wanted to kill myself or commit suicide. And I don't understand how people can get that low, and it's sad. I mean, because Brad was loved, man. People loved him, you know what I mean? In the music world, and he had a lot of fans. It's just really sad, the tragic loss, man. I was fortunate to see him in '88 on the Third Stage tour, so that was pretty cool. But man, I still miss him, man. I wish I could go see him live.
Yeah,
nothing against Tommy DiCarlo. He does a pretty good job, but he's no Brad Delp.
Well, Michael Sweet took over for him too.
Yeah, he was there for a while.
Yeah.
He was there to do the high notes, I think, Michael Sweet was, because I don't think Brad could hit those anymore live. But just an outstanding singer, man. I mean, him and Tom's guitar together were just a perfect match, man. It's still sad about what happened to him.
He was also great in RTZ.
Yeah.
That's a great album. But
that's one with Barry Goodrow, right?
Yeah.
That was a pretty good band too. Great musicians too in Boston. Fran Sheehan, Stipation, man, all those guys, man. It's a great bunch of musicians. But I still get kind of not, missing Brad Delp actually, Just a beautiful voice, man. Just I don't know what else to say. Just it's a tragic loss.
Yeah, some chick, I posted the thing that he died this day and blah blah blah. I put it in my story and she laughed at it. I still haven't blocked her yet. I'm about ready to block her because that just pissed me off. Why are you laughing at somebody committed suicide? What is
Maybe
this bitch?
it was a mistake or something.
Oh, she
Maybe
doubled
she just
down on
did
it.
that.
She doubled down on it. She did 2 laughs.
Yes.
So,
Oh, man, I don't know what to say.
yeah, that kind of pissed me off. But I haven't blocked her yet because I'm waiting to see if she comes around to it. But Al, what do you think about Brad?
Oh man, I love Brad. I got to see Boston live with him. I think it was like '97.
Corporate America.
I saw them. I think they were torn behind. No, it was like I think they put out a greatest hits, and it was just torn behind that.
Walk On. Oh, I thought it's a Walk On.
No, it was
Walk On was before that too. Yeah.
Walk On was like 94, 95.
Right,
so
right.
that tour was already over. This was like greatest hits they put out. I think it had like because I remember they playing like a new song off of like greatest hits album on there, and they were great, man. I mean, and then after he passed, I saw them again a few times. I saw once with Michael Sweet, and I saw him a couple of times with Tommy DiCarlo or whatever. He's good, but like you were saying, like I mean, Brad just a tough guy to to fill in for. I think the Walk On, wasn't it Fran DeCosmo that played that sang on that album? I don't think Brad sang on that album.
No, that was Frank Cosmos. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, but anyway, Brad came back, and when I saw them first with Brad, he was there, and he was phenomenal. It sucks that he doesn't like when everybody talks about like great vocal. I mean, his name doesn't come up that as much as it should, and I think it should. I think the thing is like he wasn't like a Freddie Mercury, like a front man kind of guy like that. Good night, hon. He wasn't like a Freddie Mercury front man kind of guy. I mean, he just kind of stood there, played guitar and sang. So it wasn't like he was running around the stage. I think that's kind of why probably he doesn't get name checked as often because he wasn't the. I'm not saying he wasn't a great front man, but he wasn't the whole package like a like a Freddie Mercury or like a Paul Rogers or something like that.
Yeah, he didn't have the charisma like those guys.
Yeah, But I mean, the pipes, dude. I mean, for me, he's like top 5, man. I mean, he's like incredible. If you're talking about pure vocals, dude, that guy's amazing. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, it sucks, man. I mean, committing suicide sucked, man. I mean, he had a, I guess, you know, it just, he was depressed or whatever and stuff.
Yeah, like I
so
said,
it's just depression
there's
sucked.
there's mixed reports about what happened there and that.
Didn't he pull like a charcoal grill into like a bathroom and just
Two
like,
of them, yeah.
It sucks, dude. It's like carbon monoxide poisoning, you know, like sitting in your garage with your car running. But what else was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Oh, he had a great Beatles cover band too. Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice,
I
Yeah.
never
Look
heard
that
of
up, you know. That was
They're
pretty
pretty
damn
good. I heard them. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's really it, man. Rust, you know, I mean, yeah, he's missed, man. You know, like seeing Boston in these later tours without him, it's kind of like it's definitely something missing. So
Yeah, I lost touch with him after Third Stage. I have those albums, Walk On and all those Corporate America, but it's not like
Walk On was decent. There was some
it
good
was
stuff on there, but
okay. It's not something I go back to.
the first 3 albums were the best though. Like I love Third Stage too.
Oh,
you
Third
know?
Stage is awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that is one of the best albums to put in your car and just fucking crank that fucker up. Fucking Andy. I didn't say I didn't mean to say fucking Andy. So Andy, what do you think about Brad?
Right. Yeah,
I don't want you to go off on me a Night Ranger again, but go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say that it's a shame about what happened to him. You know that he couldn't find help. I'm more of the first 2 albums kind of guy. I didn't care much for Third Stage,
Ooh,
but that's me. You know, I've tried. I've even had a drop the needle on it, and we talked about it, and it's still just it's sure
it's hard to live up to the first 2 albums, man.
Yeah. I mean,
Cool, the
first 2 albums were
engines
just
rules.
fantastic. But his vocals and his stage presence, I mean the guy was a classic rock singer, and he was one of the best at it. You know, he falls in line with Paul Rogers of that era. You know, and he had that smooth kind of heavier kind of sound of Michael McDonald. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of voice. So
but he
yeah,
didn't slur his words.
Yeah, well later on. But yeah, you know, it's just
I'll be there.
it's just sad that it came to that, you know. That's all.
Charles, do you have anything to say?
Oh man, y'all already said it. I seen him as well in 1997. It was the greatest hits
Fucking
deal.
A.
Same tour, yeah.
Never
Yeah,
got to see them. I'm so jealous of you motherfuckers.
Yeah, I never got to see them.
Play that Higher Power or something. One of the weaker
Yes.
songs.
That had a kick-ass riff though, man. That was.
Yeah. But I'm with Andy, and I'm not really a Third Stage. I like 2 songs, Cool the Engines,
That's a great one.
and I kind of like Amanda. Don't
Amanda rules, man.
Dude, I think Holly. I think
Holly Ann is great with
fun
that
guitar,
voice.
fun to play on guitar. But he's was a great voice. Absolutely. I mean, he lives on every classic rock channel in the world.
Yeah.
Played every day. So he lives on forever.
I'm just gonna say suicide sucks. And if you have people, I'm gonna give you a PSA here. If you know somebody who's down and man, build them up, man. Tell them you're there for them. I can be there for them because man, we lose a lot of great people to suicide, man.
Yeah.
And maybe if somebody said, "Hey, man, I love you," they wouldn't have done it. But let's get to the next story. Our favorite story we haven't had in a few weeks here. Feuding Journey members hire off-duty police officers to guard dressing rooms.
for the comedy
Gary.
portion of our show.
Gary,
What?
What do you think about that?
I don't know what the fuck to think about that, man. Well, they threaten to kick each other's ass and they sending hits on each other. What the fuck's going on? Jeez, man. You know what? I like I said, they should just pack it in right now, dude. I mean, I know they still sell out arenas, and I go and see them. I'm guilty, but man, it just this drama is just too much, man. Seriously.
Al, what do you think about it?
Dude, the more like this shit happens, the more I keep thinking it's a fucking PR stunt, dude. They're just doing this to stay. Like, it just gets more bizarre and bizarre, man. I don't know, dude. It's almost like when a tour is over, they're gonna fucking go like, "You got punked," you know what I mean? It's like, after they're making their fucking money and shit, you know, it's like, yeah, we punked your asses. I don't know, dude. It's so bizarre, dude. It's just, I don't know. It's stupid.
What do you think
I mean,
about
what,
it?
I mean, what is Jonathan? What is Neil Sean think? Jonathan Kane's gonna come after him with a fucking spear or something? I don't know.
He'll throw his keyboard at him.
It's a shit show, man.
Charles, what do you think about it?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
man,
Andy.
come on, man. Yeah, who cares? A cop should turn it down so they can finish whatever they need to do. So it can just be over with. That's what they need to do. Just get it over with.
Go out in the parking lot, just duke it out.
Yeah,
Put on the
duke it out,
gloves,
man.
put on the gloves. Go to a gym, man. Have
Do
it
that
out,
on
man.
pay-per-view.
That would
Duke it
sell
out.
out probably.
Yeah, man. And let's move on and we can stop
Fuck
talking
yeah, dude.
about this band that doesn't deserve all this press anymore.
That's
And
such a great
They
idea,
can have
though,
Arnell while they're boxing singing Any Way You Want It.
Yeah. Steve Perry's the referee.
So Greg came on for 2 shows, right? So far.
Yeah.
That's it. Just
Yeah,
2?
he went on in fucking Andy's neck of the woods. I was so pissed. I go, I wanna
Yeah,
see
he
this.
came to San Antonio.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
So, Andy, what do you think about it?
Pass. I mean, we already talked about this. It's ridiculous that these guys now have armed guardsmen at each other's doors. Nah, it's all right. I mean, remember that show back in the 90s, that celebrity boxing? That'd be
Celebrity
cool.
death match.
Celebrity death match.
Celebrity
yeah.
death
Interview.
match.
Yeah.
No, but they also had celebrity boxing, like
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah.
They were like the real celebrities boxing.
Yeah. They should
Yeah,
get
was like
Vanilla
a
Ice got beat up by Todd Bridges.
Yeah.
I remember.
They should play Get in the Ring by Guns N' Roses, Charles's favorite song.
Didn't Arnold and Webster fight, I think?
I think so.
I don't know if it was Arnold Webster, but I know that Horseshack fought like
Horseshack.
Yeah, it was.
Remember,
I remember that
he
now.
got knocked out bad, or was it Greg Green?
China fought Joey Buttafuoco.
Buttafuoco.
Yeah.
Fuoco wore her ass out. Guess wrestling is fake.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I forgot to say what we're doing tonight. Let me get it out. We're doing our top 13 favorite sitcoms, since we're talking about like Welcome Back Kotter there a little bit, let you guys know.
Yeah.
But let's get into the people who died. We already talked about Sizemore at length last week, but he finally passed. So we'll skip him because we already gave him a lengthy thing about him. But I don't know if I could say this last name. I suck at last names. Gary Rossington.
Rossington?
Yeah.
Rossington. He died of Leonard Skinner's last remaining member of Leonard Skinner. Jerry, what do you think of that?
It fucking sucks. I mean, what else can you say, man? It's like the last piece to a great era of music. I don't know if they're still going to continue or not. I know they probably still got shows to do, but I don't know if I continue without any originals. But that's just my opinion on that. Rest in peace to him, everybody else in the original band, and to the family. R.I.P.
Al.
Yeah, dude, it sucks, man. I think he was only 71 too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
71.
But he had a history of like heart problems and stuff like that. So and I know the last time I saw them, he wasn't with them. I think he hasn't been touring with them for I think probably like 3 years now. But I mean, the pandemic, whatever. But the last tour he did, I know I didn't see him with him. I saw him. What's his name from Brother Kane filled in, and he was good. He's a great guitar player, but not seeing Gary up there. I mean, he was kind of the reason why he kind of go see Skinner at this point. He was the last original guy. There is an asterisk though, because Ricky Medlock wasn't in the original version.
He keeps claiming it.
As a drummer, I think he drummed a little bit on the first album. I think. But he was there, I think, before like they recorded their first album or whatever. So he's still in there, and I think they're still going to continue because no band fucking ends. You know, they announced their farewell tour 5 years ago. Oh, my brother was a huge Skinner fan, and he had never seen them. He's like, "Well, they're doing a farewell tour. Let's get tickets, go see them." I'm like, "Yeah, fine, we'll go." You know, and at that time, Gary did play with them, which was cool. And then, you know, it was the farewell tour, and then after that, more tour dates that just continued fucking touring.
Sounds familiar.
You know,
I think there's
They
another
said
band out there.
they were ending like Kiss, but they're not. So okay.
You know, but anyway, like whatever, man. I mean, they're not going to stop. They're never going to stop. And you know,
Like Motley Crue.
Well, we'll get into that later.
yeah.
Let's save that.
But
for
I
later.
mean, rest in peace, Gary, man. He was last of the OGs, and you know, he was a great guitar player, you know, and that's it, man. It's an end of an era. So, go ahead, Charles.
I mean, it's laid down some of the solos I've loved through the years, man. And Skinner's my favorite Southern rock group. And sad, but I mean, become predictable, man. You know, like I said, we're gonna see more of that down the road with more of the musicians and artists we care about. So I wasn't necessarily shocked. I wasn't really keeping up with them, but I wasn't necessarily shocked, sadly, when I saw the news that morning. But yeah, it was sad. That definitely took pause that day.
Excuse me,
Andy.
Yeah, I've been listening to Skinner this week, but I'm not quite done. I'll probably finish off later on in the week. But you know, like I was saying, that they hadn't been he hadn't been playing with them consistently, and he said it himself in December of 2022 that Skinner was already what's the word I'm looking for? What kind of band? A tribute band. Yeah, and that people love to come and hear the music. So, you know, they will probably go ahead and finish the contracts that they signed, especially this spring and summer. You know, they are coming here, and they're opening up for ZZ Top over here.
yeah, they're doing a tour with them.
Yeah, they're touring with ZZ Top. I think it's called like the Well Dressed.
Something Simple Man, Sharp Dressed Simple Man tour.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, they put those two songs together as the title of the tour. So, you know, they're going to go on and probably just by the end of this year, and then they'll call it quits or do something different in the same kind of vein. But you know, it's sad to hear that that's the last Leonard Skinner member gone. You know, there was such a phenomenal band. I never heard nothing after the original albums by the original band. I never got into the other band like in the 90s.
There were some good ones there were some good ones.
Yeah. But yeah, it was terrible. But he had been sick for a long time. He had been sick with heart problems and heart attacks and stuff like that for a few years now. So like Al and Charles were saying that this wasn't a big surprise. That's it.
Jerry, I already talked to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure. But yeah, that kind of sucks, man. That guitar solo at the end of Freebird, that was him, right?
Yeah.
My God, that is one of the most amazing guitar solos of all time. So we lost a fucking great guitarist there, man. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my DVDs ready here. But and then we get to let's get to our favorite band here. Well, at least most of you guys' favorite band. Paul Stanley blasts the Hall of Fame, not letting scabs in, saying they have too much integrity to play because they wanted They called, if they played with Ace and Peter, the band should be called Piss. What do you think of that, Al?
The interview from the Howard Stern show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About them playing at the Rock and
They
Roll.
said Eric and Tommy
Fame.
should have been included.
Inducted.
Oh,
Inducted,
being
yeah.
inducted. Being
Yeah.
inducted. He's got a point, okay? Because all these other bands like Grateful Dead and Springsteen and all it, I mean, it's like every fucking member, like there's like 20 members that get like inducted.
Chili Peppers.
Chili Peppers. I don't know, man. Like why well, you know, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame always had a boner about Kiss anyway. They always had a hard on about them, and not in a good way. To me, they reluctantly let them in, you know, and they just would like just the originals, and that's it. Just your 4 original guys. I certainly thought Eric Carr and Bruce Kulick deserved to be in there, man. I mean, they helped carry the band on through all the 80s into the 90s and stuff. Eric Singer and Tommy Thayer. All right, well, you know, they were in the band 20 years or whatever already, and they did 2 albums. You know, if they're gonna include the other, just put everybody in, man. That was the member, dude. What's the big deal? You know, I don't see why it's like, man, everybody, all of them guys played on albums and shit like that. So it's not like, you know, I mean, when Metallica got put in, Robert Trio only played on 1 album, you know.
No, he didn't
I
play on
played
an
on
album
any.
yet.
Yes, he
And he
did.
played
Death
on
Man-
one. No, he
Death
didn't.
No,
Man-
Death Magnetic wasn't
It
out
was
then.
already out when it got
It
inducted.
wasn't out
No, it
there.
was
Yes,
not.
it was.
No,
It
it
wasn't
was
out.
not.
It wasn't out. It was
Was
St.
not.
Anger when he got in.
Yes.
What year did they get inducted?
2005 or 6, 7. No, because it
Yeah.
was in some kind of monster.
Yeah, he wasn't on an album yet, dude.
They were
Nah,
inducted.
you're
before
wrong
Death
about that,
Magnetic.
man.
Okay.
All right, hold on a minute.
They
Go
got
ahead.
inducted in 2009. They got inducted in
Yeah.
2009.
Metallica induction.
Because I remember
It's
looking
25
at that,
years after your first release.
Yeah,
And their first release is 83.
but the thing is, he didn't play on an album yet. Just
Yes, he
like
did. He played
just
on
like
Death Magnetic.
Josh Klinghoffer didn't play
He
on
played
an
on
album.
Death Magnetic. Death
They were
Magnetic had been out
inducted.
already.
Yes, but they were inducted. You're inducted late winter of 2008. And that, I don't think Death Magnetic had, I mean,
wasn't
even
out
if it was
yet.
out, dude, it wasn't out long enough to be like, okay, that's a
All
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame worthy album.
Okay.
But to me, though, on that, I'll get into my thought whenever I get into it. But
Whatever, dude. I mean, I'm done anyway. So you go ahead.
Your
oh,
turn,
you're not. I
Travis.
mean, that's fine, but I disagree on the whole. Everybody in Kiss should be in there. Totally. Paul
Kulick should
Stanley-
be in there.
Paul Stanley. No, I disagree. Paul Stanley's bringing up the whole shit just because fucking dude talked about it. Now, it's one thing about Metallica, who are darlings of Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
They didn't used to.
Darling. They should have put Mustaine in. Did they?
No,
No.
See,
but he didn't
No,
record an
he-
album with them. No,
well, but
Yeah, he didn't
Songs
record
were
an
on there.
album. So
he wasn't on their album.
I mean, I don't think it's fair to count Death Magnetic on that. But anyway, Kiss, no, I mean, because what did Kiss do in the 80s that was trailblazing? What trends did they set?
Nothing. They
No.
followed trends.
Right. So what, and then what
Nothing
did
that
they
was
do?
Hall of Fame worthy.
And then who did the Scabs cover? The OG.
Yeah,
lineup.
I'll
Seven.
agree
lineup.
that I'll agree that Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer shouldn't be in there. I thought
mean,
Eric
I
Carr
do
should have been in
think
there,
Eric Carr should have been put in for the feel-good
Yes.
story of he passed away from cancer and how Gene and Paul fired him and liked to keep that quiet, and how Rolling Stone didn't even pay attention to it because Freddie Mercury died the same day. And yeah, it'd be a feel-good story for the family. But dog on Rolling Stone or the critical establishment all you want, the original lineup is Kiss. They're why they're here today. That is why Tommy Thayer is wearing Ace's makeup. That's why Eric Singer's in Peter's makeup. Nobody would go see Kiss Without that, what saved Kiss's ass in 1995, 96? The reunion. Kiss was going to become a flea market band, playing the rib joints. They were right there.
Like LA
They
Guns,
were
right?
there. They were right there. They were done. They were finished. So what did they do? Bring back Ace and Peter. It's all about that original lineup, period. And being that, yeah, it's not necessarily cool that they put in every Chili Pepper dude. Did Dave Navarro go in with the Chili Peppers?
No.
That's strange.
But they
I mean,
brought in
because he played on an
Klinghoffer.
album.
Klinghoffer wasn't even on an album, even though I do enjoy those Joss Klinghoffer albums. I love those albums.
Yeah, but was he inducted or was he just there on stage?
No, he was inducted.
he was
Klinghoffer was inducted. Yeah.
Wow. That right
The
there.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's all over the fucking place with these fucking.
Yeah,
who
every
goes
member
in.
of Parliament Funkadelic was put in.
Yeah,
I get it where people want to see everybody from Kiss in it. You know, I get that. I mean, Dizzy fucking Reed's in that thing. What the hell is that all about?
Dizzy Reed.
But
the thing that bothered me the most about it though is that Paul and Gene couldn't fucking swallow their pride and play 2 fucking songs with the original lineup on in the Rock. They were that against, you know, having Ace and Peter back in the makeup for 2 fucking songs, 15 minutes, man. You know, to me that's bullshit. And Paul's an asshole for that, and Gene, whatever, because they want to sell you like their fucking current lineup. You know, that's the thing that bothered me the most. As far as just inducting the 4, I was fine with that. That's not really what bothered me the most. What bothered me about that they didn't get to perform on there because they didn't want to perform them.
well, that's like the
Because that would have been Piss, right? They called it Piss.
The last show.
Paul's an idiot.
I hope Ace and Peter have the integrity not to go on stage.
Yeah,
me too.
Me too.
But Andy, what do you think of that?
I agree with that.
Well, when it comes to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I'm very strict about it. I think that they got it right that only the 4 members of Kiss that got in, they got in because of what those 4 band members did. They got in because of the albums that they did in the 70s. They didn't get in because of their 80s material or the 90s material. And I feel the same way. I love the Beatles, but I don't think that every member should go in as a solo artist. Maybe Paul, but not the others.
John?
Ringo Starr.
John should go on as solo artist.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
He was the first one to go in. So
Yeah, he
Who
was.
was the first one?
Yeah, John.
John should go on as a solo artist.
George was the last one. George was the last one, wasn't he?
No, Ringo
was.
Ringo was.
He went in the Judas Priest category.
Yeah, like the backdoor.
Okay.
You see, but that's just my opinion because when they had solo careers, I don't think it was Hall of Fame should be for the best of all time. And I just don't think that when the Beatles went solo, I don't think they were one of the best artists of all time. As
McCartney was. And John.
Well, I disagree. But
Paul McCartney and Wings should get in next.
You see, their albums are hit or miss for me.
Ooh.
You know?
Okay, what was Stevie Nicks'
like
body
30% of it's good.
Was Stevie Nicks' body of work good enough to get her in the Hall of Fame on her own, do you think?
I don't think so. Not so.
Really?
I don't think so either. She had good stuff, but
not Stevie Nicks. No.
Oh,
I mean, she had like 2 good albums.
yeah.
After that, they were
she had
just
4
released.
good albums.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were good, but I'm talking about, worldwide hits. Those are the ones that should be going into Hall of Fame. Not
This is an American Hall of Fame. They have everybody else. This is America. You know?
I know that this is America, but how many big time Stevie Nicks albums came out that were all across America besides
all
the first
of them,
2?
Dude. They
all
were,
of them.
Dude, she's selling out with Billy Joel right now.
They were all platinum albums.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
No, they weren't platinum albums. And I'm pretty sure they're selling out because of Billy Joel more than Stevie Nicks.
I would see Stevie Nicks, but my wife don't like her.
I would rather see Fleetwood Mac than her by herself.
I saw Fleetwood Mac without Christine McVie, and she was amazing. But I'm a Lindsey Buckingham nut swinger. tell you the truth. I love
But-
everything Lindsay does.
But when it comes to Kiss, it should just be those four that get in. I don't know why Paul would want these other two, of course, Singer and Thayer, to go in there when they're mimicking Ace and Peter by playing their instruments like them, dressing like them, taking their likeness. If I was Ace and Peter, I wouldn't have sold my rights to that.
Eric Singer
they
should
did.
go in for Badlands, but on the first album. But
You see,
No
Jerry.
Huey Lewis, no Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
what's your opinion, Jerry?
Well, Al mentioned it. I was going to say it. The people that lost out were the fans, man. Like Paul
Yeah.
couldn't, suck it up and play 2 or 3 songs with the original band. They always say we're for the fans, man. The fans, this and that, blah blah blah. Bullshit. Paul is just, I don't know, man. He's just
all money.
douchebag. I think Gene Simmons would actually do it. I think with Ace and Peter, I
He
do.
would have did it.
He
I
brought
have
Ace
Paul
to
to
his
shout.
thing. He brought Ace to his thing, and
That's
even
what I
Benny.
mean.
Yeah.
I really think Paul is coaching him what to say sometimes, but
Paul calls the shots in that band.
Yeah.
exactly. But I get, and the fans lose, man. It's simple as that. That's the only thing that came out of that whole thing. Fans lost. It would have been a fucking great moment for Kiss fans, and we didn't get to see Scab Kiss that night. So fuck. Total
Could
disgrace.
have been a great performance in the history of that show if they had all the pyro and everything
Yeah.
and really done what they've known to do best, because they could have showed this is fucking rock and roll fuckers right here. Not no
There's no
damn,
way.
not
there's
no
no way-
Jackson Brown or whatever the hell they're always pushing on that show.
Well,
I mean, there's
fucking
no way
Duran
he's really-
Duran was amazing.
Yeah,
way
I mean,
Ace
no
is gonna come out
knocking
on stage.
Jackson Brown to the Jackson Brown fans. I'm just teasing. I'm saying
Nobody's
you know,
Ace
I
is
think
not going to
he's
come
fun.
out in his makeup when Tommy Thayer's wearing it. Man.
I just
Simple
saw
as-
Ace a couple weeks ago, and he ruled. I put up videos on Freeform Rock Podcast, YouTube. Subscribe. Plug. But we're still in Kiss news here because they're doing their end of the whatever they're doing. But they fucking sold out Madison Square Garden in fucking hours, and it's like $6,000 for a VIP, and you don't get to meet the fucking band.
I know.
That's a separate fucking payment. Jerry, what do you think of that?
You get to take a shit in the toilet that they use. That's about it. Yeah. No, seriously. What a fucking joke, dude. And they already said there's an article today I saw. Gene's like, oh, that'd be nice to do a Vegas residency. You know what I mean? This end of the road shit's bullshit, man. It's a marketing ploy, big time, dude. They're gonna be doing this for the next fucking 5-6 years at least, man.
Don't tell me you're not going to buy their Kiss coffin when you die.
I have to admit that's kind of cool. If I had the money, I probably would because it's cool.
Why would you care? You're dead.
I'm getting cremated anyway, so I don't give a fuck. So But yeah, I mean, $6,000.
I'm sure.
You don't even get to meet the fucking band. $6,000, and you don't.
Or you get to meet them behind plexiglass.
That's the fucking
You
worst.
can't even
bro.
meet Tommy and Eric. I mean, come on.
I wouldn't pay a
All
fucking
right,
time for
man.
that shit.
You won't get Tommy.
Al
get a
meets
serving cup of
everybody for
coffee?
free. He ain't gonna pay that for shit.
I'll be outside the garden, fucking. Hey, Paul, man, what's up, buddy?
You'd be like Sinking Stanley, Tim Breed. Hey,
Thinking,
This
So
is a joke, dude. It's a fucking joke. That whole band's legacy is a fucking two flush. Dude.
they you know what? There's 70 shit rules and some of their 80 shit rules. I'm not a huge Kiss fan. I'm a casual Kiss fan. But ripping off the fans, they should, like somebody said, they should just play free concerts for the fans who built them up.
Yeah,
made
right.
them millionaires, man.
Gene
Oh,
said we're
they
not.
won't.
Gene
They're
said we're
fucking
not a charity.
in their 70s, man. Fucking, what are you gonna do with all this fucking money? You're gonna die. You ain't gonna take it with you.
It's a joke, dude. It really
Yeah.
is.
So Al, what do you think of that?
coming soon. The Kiss colostomy bag.
Yeah, right. Then with a Kiss vomit bag.
Dude, whatever, man. You know what? If I'm still living in Jersey, I know I'll end up getting free tickets for that show.
Of course
I know I
you will.
The thing is, will I go to it or not? I mean, I'm still debating on that.
You will. Come on.
I don't really care anyway, because I've seen the original band and shit, and I'm good. You know what I mean? I've seen the Scab Kiss a couple times. I only went because I took my daughter to see them, and I wanted her to experience at least the show. So I took her twice, and she loved it, and that's all that matters to me. And but she even knows that there's scabs up there, you know, because I fucking teach her correctly. You know what I mean? And that's it, man. I mean, whatever, man. You know, more power to them. Make lots of money. You ain't getting a dime of mine, so don't matter. Next,
Charles.
Well, that's a resale opportunity there, Al.
Kiss colostomy bag.
Oh no, if you get those free tickets,
Resell.
Hey, you should sell them, man. Fuck.
you get those free
There's
tickets.
some sheep
man.
out there, man.
Them twats, them Kiss twats will purchase them real fast, man. Big time. I wouldn't be one of them. I've seen the Scab lineup once, and it was the last tour, or maybe next last tour, Paul tried to sing, and that was enough for that. Kind of same thing. I went with somebody just so they could see how cool Kiss show is live, but I know what it's really like. So I was like, it wasn't that good, but yeah, they blew up a lot of shit. Like, typical. But
my daughter was 11, you know, so I mean,
Yeah,
to
I
her,
think-
all that blown shit up is cool, you know.
I do think people that have never seen the original lineup would probably still be like, wow, you know, like, whoa, this is awesome. Not the same, but they still have the gimmicks and the antics. So yeah, but not for me.
I
got
remember when I'm working at Disney, and some people went to what is 2000s, whatever they saw them
tour.
and they were talking about them, and I was talking shit about fuck Kiss. You know, I've never been a huge Kiss fan. So, but looking back on it, I should have went and saw the original lineup because I fucking love Ace. So that would have been cool to see when Paul could actually sing. But
Dude, in 96 when they got back together, because I saw Kiss since the 80s. 85 was the first time I saw them. So when they originals got back in 86 and 96, it was incredible, man. I mean, when I went to see them at the Garden, it was just, they played 4 nights at the Garden, I remember, and it was just incredible. The vibe and the whole thing of them being back was incredible. And I got to see that, and they played everything up until 77, which was great. You know, it was like seeing them on the Live 2 tour, you know. And after that, you know, then Psycho Circus, I saw that tour, and I didn't see the original Farewell tour. I missed that one, actually. I was away, and a friend of mine actually called me. He's like, dude, I got a ticket. I'm like, I'm not in New Jersey, man. I'm away on vacation. So, but I never got to see that tour, but it doesn't matter anyway. I mean, I saw them with the original 3 times on like the Psycho Circus and the reunion tour. So I was good, you know.
I'm just saying, I post a lot of like old Kiss pictures, and I think I put up today. I'm going, this is badass the way they looked back then in the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going, I understand why these people who were teenagers or kids, when they saw this, was like clinging into Kiss. And I'm like, I wasn't that person. I didn't see them back then. So I didn't see these pictures. I didn't get Kiss Alive 2. I wasn't into that. I didn't get that. But if I did, I could see how you people love them so much. I do like the 70s Kiss.
You got to remember, man, you got to put yourself, even though I didn't see them in the 70s, but my friend who was there from the beginning of Kiss, that was a drummer in my band. He's 10 years older than I am, and 11, 12 years older than I am. He saw them, the first time he saw them was in 77 at the Garden. But he grew up, he remembers getting the first album when that came out. And he was with them in real time in the 70s. And they were a fucking dangerous band, dude. They were a feared band. Like, parents did not like them, dude. They were afraid of their kids listening to them. They were not like some teeny bopper band that became, once like Dynasty came in or whatever, then the real little kids started coming to shows. But they were feared. They were dark. Man, those first 3 albums up until Alive, you know, I mean, they were like edgy. A dark band, dude.
They were edgy. I could see that.
Yeah.
Now. but and they ruled in the 70s.
Now it's a
I
joke.
like
Now it's a
all
joke and
those
all that
albums in the
shit, but-
70s.
Yeah.
But I'm
Well,
just
I have
saying,
to
but
say,
now they're
though,
a joke.
but I have to say though, my uncle who graduated high school in 1979 was one of those Kiss bullies, one of those Zeppelin. So I know it was like a hide Kiss in my house. So he was around a lot. So he would
People
even
got
teach
beat up
me-
for liking Kiss,
Yeah,
man.
he was on. He was,
Dr.
I don't know if
Fox
he.
said he did too.
I don't know if he was beating up people about it, but he was definitely talking shit on Kiss forever. I mean, even into the 80s, he would be like, "You like that shit?" It was like New Kids on the Block when we were in school, man. You know, shit
Fuck
like
New
that.
Kids on the Block.
And then when God
My
Gave
ex-wife
Rock
loved them.
came out, he made sure to ask me, "Did you hear that shit?
I do like that song.
Sucks." It's like, yeah, he wouldn't let go of that Kiss hate. So I mean, it was more, I think, but he was a late 70s dude. So yeah, there was a divide probably around Destroyer, where it became more comic booky, and then Phantom of the Park. What an awesome movie.
I still haven't seen Phantom of the
God, I
Opera.
love that movie.
I haven't
Don't
seen
you love
it.
that movie, Jerry?
I'll bring it with us to Rocket Pod if anybody's got a DVD player. If they have one there,
God, that
play it.
movie's so
No,
awesome.
they're gonna do a thing there, but I have to spend time with the wife.
It's
I'm
not
not going
that,
to
it's exposed.
Exposed?
Oh, it's exposed. Yeah, I'm
Exposed.
not gonna go see that. But Andy, I got to Jerry. You talked about it.
Yeah.
Charles, you talked about.
We'll talk
Andy,
about Kiss
your
for
turn.
hours. You don't cut it off.
Yeah, Kiss to me, I feel the same way about you, Mark. About Kiss. I just got into them pretty recently. I guess 2015 is when I first bought my first Kiss album. It was Kiss Alive, and I bought it there at a Moby record store in LA. Because when I go on vacation, I go to record stores and I buy something. That's like my memento from that
Amoeba.
city. Yeah. So I found
Moby.
Kiss Alive.
Amoeba.
Whatever. Well, y'all know. You know what I'm
I
talking
love
about.
it.
Well, I live here. I know what it is.
So I bought Kiss Alive, and man, it was fantastic. I loved it. And then from there, I think I was going through all my Kiss stuff, and I have almost everything by them now.
Damn.
Yeah.
But
Amoeba should have filmed an episode of What's in My Bag with Andy.
That they should have.
what's in my bag? Yeah, but dude, I got there late. I got there like right before they closed. I didn't get there like till 11 p.m. And I was going as fast as I can just to find something. And I said, "Oh well, I might as well buy this." It was $3 for a live, and it looked great.
Wow.
So I bought it.
Damn.
Yeah, and it blew me away, man. And ever since then, I got everything else. I might be missing about 3 albums now, but I think they're charging too much for this farewell tour, which I don't think is going to happen. Because if y'all remember, Gene and Paul said that they don't have to be in the band for Kiss to keep
That's
going.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't
That's
have to be in the
bullshit.
band.
That's
They
bullshit.
will just have other people dressed like them, and people will go anyway because they love the songs. So we'll see what happens with this. But
I mean,
whoever wants to go see them, good for them.
let's be fair. Skinner's still going. We just said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So is Foreigner.
Oh yeah, well, I'm not against it. I'm just
Foreigner's
saying.
actually leaving.
This was a cool scab moment in 2004. This tour here, you had an opportunity to buy the concert. You went like a half hour. You could go buy the concert actually that night from that show. That was pretty cool. That was the scab, best moment in history. Have you know any other bands that have done that before?
Metallica releases all their shows.
I mean, right
But
afterwards, you can go buy it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow!
I did that.
Yeah,
with-
you could go on
I did that with the
Metallica.com and buy each one of their live shows, dude. I got
I did-
Anaheim Death Magnetic. Yeah. So.
I did that instant live thing with the Allman Brothers band when I saw them. I waited around after the concert and
Right.
they popped out. They gave me 3 CDs of because the show was long, so it was 3 CDs long. It was the one that I sat on stage for, and I was like, I got to get a memento of this one.
It's a cool
And-
thing. I mean, it is.
It is, but now it's like digital. Like you can get like it's all like
yeah.
you can like, but like the CDs were cool, man. When they were doing that stuff.
And now you can just get the soundboards, which is what you're hearing anyway.
Yeah. If you want to send me the soundboards, I'm open for it. I have Dropbox.
They're on Amazon. You got.
I ain't
Amazon.
gonna give Kiss any more money. Fuck Kiss.
No, on the streaming.
No. I do stream on Amazon.
They have it on there.
I'll listen
do
to
they?
that then. But I like to have it to play it on thatmetalstation.com. Plug every Tuesday night.
The Iowa one's the best one I've heard so far. And then this new one with Mark St. John. A new song came out, I think, off of it. I think they leaked another song, and I wasn't knocked out by that first one.
It was War Machine. I think they released. They got War Machine.
Yeah, I haven't been knocked out from what I heard of that one, but it's the quality of the recording. So
All right.
I wish they put out one from Australia Unmasked tour. Listen to me, Paul.
Fucking unmask. You and unmask, dude.
The
They were
tour was
huge.
awesome, dude.
They were huge in
was
Australia at that
awesome.
time, man.
I'm waiting for you to make me do a review on Unmask on the Freeform Rock podcast.
They only played like 2 songs from Unmasked on the tour. I'm talking about the tour itself. The sound was awesome. I'm telling you, it's great.
All right. Well, let's get to our favorite guy, Nikki Sixx. Suggests that Motley Crue have another 8 years of touring. Motley Crue will celebrate their 50th anniversary in 2031, and Nikki Sixx and co are ready to go the distance. Jerry.
Boy, a slow week in music news, huh? Fuck.
Right.
I mean, who the fuck cares, dude? I mean, like, if you want to go see him, dude. I mean, I don't want to comment on that. Whatever,
Al.
Whatever, dude. Keep going.
Exactly, man. It's like,
Charles.
I had tickets to see them here in Atlantic City, like when they first started this leg of the tour with John 5. I had tickets for it, and I didn't even end up going. I just gave them to a friend of mine. I'm like, oh, have a good time. I saw them last year, and I'm good. I'm good, man, with them. I mean, it would have been. I'm curious to see. John 5's a great player. I'm not even knocking him, whatever, but fucking Nikki's such a fucking hypocrite, dude. I'm still soured by the whole contract thing. It's just so stupid, man. I don't know, man. I think now this whole thing where he's like, we want to tour until our 50th anniversary just reeks of like him wanting Mick out of the band. I don't know what, I understand Mick, his health isn't the greatest or whatever, but it's almost just like, yeah, like, get out of here, bro. See you later. Let's continue touring, get some new fresh blood in here, and to me, Mick is like the big reason why I would go see them at this point. I'm not going to see them for Vince,
Yeah, right.
Is Vince going to last that long now?
He's not going to last, and they'll fucking end up replacing him. Guaranteed.
Exactly.
Maybe John 5. Can he sing?
No.
No.
No. All right.
dude's way overqualified to play in that band, dude. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's like what the Rock and Metal Combat podcast said about him. He's a great guitarist,
Wait,
but
just
he
like
doesn't
Vivian
get his
Campbell.
own shit. He's always like the side band,
Just like Vivian Campbell
Yeah.
and Def Leppard, way overqualified to play.
Yep.
By far. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I'm ignoring it.
Yeah. Anyway, fuck Motley Crue. There you go.
Andy.
The last time I saw them was when they said that this was their last tour. And I told my wife, wow, this is the last time we're ever going to see Motley Crue on stage and all the confetti and big old celebration. And that's the way I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to go see them again. If other people want to go see them, fine. But I saw them the technically last tour ever. And without Mick, I know, dude, I love John 5. I got some of his CDs. But, dude, it's not the same without Mick Mars. It really isn't. So, if people want to go see them, if younger people are discovering their music and they want to go see them live, that's great. But I'm not going to do that.
Well,
I'll
The
write
one
it.
thing,
Mark,
the one
you're
thing I
gonna
loved
go,
about
though,
Mick,
ain't you?
man.
No.
The one thing I love
I
about
probably
Mick,
will.
the one thing I loved about Mick was the one
I'm a
thing I loved
sucker
about
for
Mick
punishment.
was he was just always cool, bro. Like, and he was always the mysterious one. He wasn't with them when they were doing their shenanigans. He just always kind of was like mysterious. Like, he wasn't like around and shit, and I don't know. I just found that like really cool. But he's considered he's 10 years older than all the other guys, like 10, 12 years older. So his his mentality is that he came from that 70s mentality. He was like he was a 70s guy. Actually, if you really think about it, he's a 60s guy because he was a teenager in the 60s or whatever and grew up with the 60s stuff. And then, I mean, he was the seasoned veteran already when they started. So, I mean, he was in bands already and all that stuff. And I don't know, just getting rid of him is just like kind of, you got rid of the coolness factor. It's just, they're just a complete joke now, in my opinion. So, and Nikki is just a big hypocrite, you know? Yeah. He's just such a hypocritical dude.
Does he really
we don't
play
want,
bass?
Oh, we don't want to rip the fan. We don't want to do a farewell tour and then come back and rip the fans off. And he's doing exactly that. So
I would have gotten rid of Vince Neil first.
If they continue, they're gonna have to hire somebody like Les Claypool or somebody for backstage. Whoever's playing for Mickey right now ain't gonna be able to keep up with John.
Have a plethora of musicians,
especially especially if they play like they may. Let's say, God forbid, they make new music, which really bothers me, Mark. That you don't slam on those fucking tool bags for not making that new music. Like you do.
They made the fucking like on that.
No.
You suck.
A free pass, dude. You do not.
Do not sound that shitty like a version cover. Give me a break.
Crew doesn't make new music. They suck because they did make that. What was that fucking movie?
Yeah, that was but still,
The Dirt. That song sucked.
You beat up on.
And then they did like a virgin.
No, I hated The Dirt, dude. Bushy loves it. I don't like fucking what's that dude who rapper fucking
Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, that song sucks.
I couldn't finish that movie.
No, I have went off on Like a Virgin.
What if
that shit sucks?
Should Motley Crue make a new album?
No, they suck. But Def Leppard did.
Were they in the studio?
No, they suck.
With John 5?
No, not yet.
You should be beating them up for that.
I do beat them up for that because that Dirt soundtrack sucked. Those new songs they put on the Dirt soundtrack did fucking.
Oh, they're terrible.
They're horrible.
They're horrible. Like Vince Neil singing "Like a Virgin." I've said that several times.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
That was bad.
Fucking big bushy Nate Ashes. Well, I like to pick on Bushy. Bushy likes everything.
Yes.
Yeah, people say I like everything. Fuck you. I don't like everything.
But I don't know who told Motley Crue that doing Like a Virgin was a good idea.
That was horrible.
I don't know who was behind the
Nikki Sixx said he brought it to Vince, and Vince said, "Yeah, I'll do it." Yeah,
Madonna probably blew Nikki, for it.
True. Yeah.
Jerry, did you say something about this?
Yeah, I said pass.
All right. So you said pass. All right, and we're done with the BS.
I got one announcement to make.
Okay.
The Mark Jerry with Charles show is on its farewell tour right now. We only have a few more episodes left. If you've not seen us, come and watch us, man, because this is our farewell tour. So.
Right.
Oh, fuck off.
We signed a contract next week.
We're not going on a farewell. But I just want to give a shout out to Scribble. Because I was telling Jerry today, we lost we were $2.93 on subscriptions on fucking the Mark and Jerry with Charles BS sessions on YouTube. Scribble got us 9 more subscriptions today because I asked him, dude, pimp us. He did. Now we're up to $2.99.
It's fucking awesome, dude.
Scribble rules. Awesome. I got his list.
Hey, can I just add one more? There's one more thing that did a farewell tour. And it was
Scorpions?
the McDonald's McRib did a fucking farewell tour.
Oh, and
it's not going to come back.
Also, the Mexican pizza at Taco Bell.
That came back. I fucking had it yesterday. I fucking love the Mexican pizza. But let's get to our
rip off.
So we're getting into our top 13 sitcoms, and our group. I always put this up there. I ask them to pick their number 1 sitcom because I'm not going to read 13 sitcoms because we have a time limit here. Charles needs to get to fucking work. Eric Swinson said Big Bang Theory. Keith Ascrip said The Andy Griffith Show. Greg Noggle said Married with Children. Hold on. Adam Davis said Sanford and Son. My wife said The Brady Bunch. Your wife, Andy, said The Brady Bunch. Greg aka Johnny Bravo, was dreamy. Steve Galaberi, I'm sorry, I can't say last names. You guys know
Cavallari.
this. Gabellari said Seinfeld. Sonny Pooney said Seinfeld 100%. Ron Vanover said Mary Bachiller. Al Bundy turned out to be a better father than Bill Cosby.
Oh,
Brian Gallows said everybody loves Raymond. Todd Ferguson said the Andy Griffith Show, no contest. Aaron Camara from the Decibel Geek podcast said that 70s Show. Mark Dolly, our greatest troll ever, he said Three's Company. He said I wouldn't read it because I forgot him last week because he got in late with his pick. So fuck off, Mark. You got it this week, bitch. Brian Day said Seinfeld. James West said Sanford and Son. D. Britt Isabel said MASH. Don Gray said Bewitched. Todd Bree said 2.5 Men. Linda Wetzel said Roseanne. Dana Reading. I'm sorry, Dana, I said your name wrong. Russell said Friends. And my chef at frickin' Disney said Going Old School Hit Legendary Classic I Love Lucy. Wendell Hyman. Marilyn Corinne said Dharma and Greg. I had never thought anybody would pick Dharma and Greg. Marilyn. I'm like, what?
Wow.
I forgot about that show after I watched it. Sorry, you like it, Marilyn. I love you, Marilyn.
It's like two guys, a girl, in a pizza place.
I do like that because you know what's his name was in
And
there.
that came out about the same time.
Yeah. But Dennis Parton said Happy Days. You know, basically all good shows, but let's get into our list.
Yeah.
And let me get this
13
shit
sitcoms.
situated here. Because I got Scribble's list because he was supposed to be on this episode, but he wasn't. So we're going to start with you. What's your number 13, Jerry?
This show was actually kind of controversial when it came out because nothing really came good out of World War II. But they actually did a good job of making it kind of funny. I really loved Hogan's Heroes, man. One of my favorite shows. Actually made lovable characters out of some German officers, you know? Who doesn't like Sergeant? Who doesn't love Sergeant Schultz? Come on, man. He didn't want to be there. You can tell.
I know
Colonel
nothing.
Klink. I mean, they made, you know, it was just a really fun show, man. And all those actors were Jewish. The ones that played the Germans were all Jewish, which a lot of people don't realize. I thought it was a great show. It had great actors, you know, Richard Dawson, you know, Bob Crane. He had a fucked up life. Werner
Richard
Klemperer.
Dawson get to kiss a lot of hot chicks.
And we just lost Robert Clary, the last member of Hogan's Heroes. He died like a year or two ago. He was LeBeau. Yeah, it was a funny show, man. They made a mockery out of the German army, basically, which was, you know, cool, I guess. I don't know, but I love the show. I thought it was funny.
So I'm going to
Go
go for
ahead.
Scribble right now. His number 13 was Becker. I think that was Ted Danson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
That was Ted Danson, yeah.
Did you guys like that show?
Forgot about that show, actually.
I watched a couple of episodes, but
I never
Oh,
watched
yeah.
it.
I never really watched it either, and I'm a huge Ted Danson fan. So I like
Wasn't
the
he
show.
wasn't he like an asshole or something on that
Yeah,
show?
he was an asshole, but
yeah, that was his character. Yeah.
yeah. So then
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
so, Al, what's your number 13?
All right. I put this last because I don't know. There might be an asterisk next to this. I'm not. It's listed under sitcoms, but I don't know if you consider it a sitcom. But Beavis and Butthead.
It is. It's considered a sitcom.
It is a
I looked it
sitcom,
up.
man.
Okay. I have to put them on my list, and actually, I would have put them higher on my list, but I didn't know if it was going to be like a contention with them being on there or not. So
No.
I put them at 13. I mean, dude, I never missed an episode. I watched it religiously, and fucking, they were just the greatest, man. You know,
Yeah.
critiquing the videos and just all their fucking whoa, it's Todd. You know, the fucking there were some great characters on the show, man.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
big
and
time.
then yeah. So I mean, I love them.
Spirit-
Man. There's such a fixture of like '90s pop culture. You know, I mean, it's it just you can't think of the '90s without thinking of them. So I put them at number 13.
Oh, dude, I
Beavis
was
and
sitting
Butthead,
there
man.
getting stoned watching.
Oh
Beavis
God,
and Butthead.
that was during my smoking phase, like where I smoked a lot. And
Oh,
dude, I
yeah.
just nonstop laughter, man.
God. And
Stewart
season.
Stewart with the winger shirt.
Fuck Stewart.
Winger.
I love Winger. Even Winger said, "What the fuck, man? Why'd you fucking put us down? We're
You
And
good."
I
know,
was
you
disappointed.
know what's funny about that was he actually asked Mike Judge, and Mike Judge said, "Well, I'd heard from MTV said never to make fun of my band," and he was like, "I never said that." And Mike Judge said, "Oops. Oh well, you're forever the winger guy, Stuart.
Winger.
Right? Be a winger guy, Mark."
I love Winger.
Yeah, I know
They're
you
great musicians, man. Red Beach, man, headed for Heartbreak, that solo. But
do. Yeah, well,
but
forever
the
be
thing
known
is,
as
My
season
friend-
two of Beavis and Butthead's coming up April
My
20th.
fr- My friend
I've
used to
not
take a
watched
wing.
I have not watched any of the new ones yet, man.
Dude, the new ones rule. But
Is-
you haven't seen a new movie?
Okay, what do they talk? They don't talk about videos anymore. What do they talk?
No,
about?
but they talk about like TikTok videos. It's
okay.
hilarious. It's
Oh,
hilarious.
really? Huh.
Oh my god,
My
it's
friend-
funny. You haven't seen. You got to watch the new movie first because it sets up the new
Yeah,
season.
that I saw when they went to space, right? I saw.
Yeah,
that.
you got to see that one. You got
When
to
they
see
meet
that.
they meet their intelligent selves.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're not really that intelligent. It's hilarious. Mike Judge is a fucking genius. And King of the Hill is coming back, bitches.
Yeah, it
Fucking
is.
love King of the Hill.
Office
Love
Space.
King of the
I didn't put any cartoons on mine, but Charles, what's your number 13?
Oh man, I always loved this show, but mainly because I always had a thing for the mom. Growing Pains.
Oh,
Nice.
Number 13.
Yeah, I think for Maggie
so many
Fever.
fucking shows, dude. I can't put them all. That's a great
that,
show, though.
that was Meredith Baxter Burney, right?
No,
No.
that was fucking
That was Joanna Kearns.
Family ties.
that's Family
Right.
Ties,
Oh,
dude.
okay. I get them fucking confused. But
Yes,
fuck
the
it.
mama from Growing Pains was the
Who's
hottest
that?
Joanna
mom
Kearns.
ever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I knew who that is.
So hot.
Maggie
Wow.
Fever.
Long as we got each other.
Yeah.
And it was a good show. And he had Leonardo DiCaprio on in later seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a cool show.
Hollywood. So
I agree. I used to watch that show all the time too.
Yeah, me too. I that would have been one of the shows I put on here, but I couldn't.
the
Alan
boner.
Thicke, that show.
The boner.
Boner
Alan
was
Thicke show, or
awesome.
was that the other one?
Yeah.
No, that was that one.
Growing Pains. Growing Pains was one of those shows that we would sit down as a family and watch together.
Yeah.
I
Alan
get it
Thicke
every
was
Tuesday.
amazing. Yeah. So what's your number 13, Andy?
My number 13, it could have been higher, but number 13 is The Office.
Oh, great show.
Because after Michael Scott left, it sucked.
Oh, it did with
That
fucking
was-
what's his name?
I liked Ed Helms in that role, dude. I thought he was fucking.
No,
great,
I'm talking
dude.
about what's his name? What's his name?
Oh yeah. Fuck, I know you're talking about
the guy from fucking the dude from Less Than Zero.
Yeah.
and Stargate.
James Spade.
James
Spader.
Spader. Yeah,
Spader.
that was horrible.
Yeah,
also
he was
in-
horrible, and
He was
then
horrible.
Kathy Bates came in, and it was just bad after.
And I
after
love me some
Steve
James
Carell left.
Spader. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
But it was just bad, and that's why it dropped all the way to 13. Because those seasons were just so boring, and
Yeah.
you know, Jim and Pam got married, and then they had a kid, and I just wasn't into it, man, at all.
Yeah, it wasn't
So,
good.
so that's
James
why I
Spader
dropped
came
to
in.
13. Because with Steve Carell, man, it was just hilarious. It was great.
Fucking
So that's my
Dwight,
number 13.
Dwight, and one dude always going at it. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, great
Jerry,
show.
what's your number 13?
You didn't do yours yet, did you?
You already, you already did yours, Jerry?
You
Yeah.
started with Jerry.
Oh, okay. Mine. I'm going by a lot of like skipping school, watching repeats and shit like this when I was a kid. I gotta go with Elizabeth Montgomery, fucking Bewitched.
Hmm.
I fucking love that show. I love magic. I love fucking twinkling her nose and fucking shit. Uncle Arthur, fucking the two Darren, the two Darrens were awesome.
Dick
Tabitha
Sargent.
is hot. You ever seen Tabitha? I follow her on Facebook. She's still hot. The girl played Tabitha.
Elizabeth Montgomery was kind of hot too.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
she
was,
was.
dude. She was. But Bewitched, man. I love that like black and white color. I love that fucking
She was
show.
married to the director of the show.
Yeah, Elizabeth Montgomery's cool. And then we get to your number 12, Jerry.
Number 12 is they just now recently released a newer version of this show. The original Night Court, man. Fucking love that show, man.
Oh yeah.
Great cast,
Yeah.
man. Fucking, Harry Stone, Bull, fucking oh shit, I can't think of fucking
Marky Post.
John Larry.
Marky Post, John Larry,
hot as fuck.
Oh,
just
she
a
was
fucking
beautiful.
funny ass cast. And Brett Spiner was on that in that. He plays Data on The Next Generation. His character was funny on that. He was like a guest on 4 or 5 episodes. Just hilarious guest stars on that show. And I enjoy the new show too. It's not
Have
as
you
good,
seen-
but it's still kind of funny. So
Well, no, it's getting there on the 8th. John Larroquette's getting his groove going on right now.
and that
Yeah,
girl
I
played-
really like the new one too. It's got the same kind of feel as the original one.
does.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I thought the girl plays the judge is cute as fuck too. So
Oh yeah, we've already talked about that. Yeah.
Melissa Roche. Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
cute. But yeah, that's that was a great show. Loved it.
What's your number 13 now?
12.
Well,
Number 12, I
Um,
mean 12.
Another animated series, Family Guy.
I didn't
I love
pick any
Family.
animated series. I picked, but cool. But that's an awesome show though.
Yeah, dude. Peter Griffin, fucking Brian, fucking Stewie. I mean, they're all great, man. Just push the envelope, as much as they could, and they get away with it.
They get away
great.
with
I love
so
it.
much. It's crazy.
I guess because it's animated too. I guess I kind of a bit of maybe a filter or so. I don't know, man. But they get away with. But Seth MacFarlane, right?
Yeah,
Gets away with so much shit.
Yeah. Well, he's a darling of
It's
the Oscar.
unbelievable. Yeah,
You know, if you get in with the right people, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
yeah.
Family Guy rules. I still watch all of them.
fucking million ways,
Yeah.
million ways to die in the Wild
Ah,
Wild
great
West.
movie.
Fucking
Well,
hilarious.
fucking Doc Brown was in there. Come on.
Yeah.
Fucking William Shatner, man. I mean, they've had so many stars in there.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Adam West.
It's so great.
The mayor, Adam
Adam
West.
West.
Adam West, the best.
Mayor
Mayor.
West.
He's so clueless.
Now they got
It's
fucking
hilarious.
Sam Elliott.
That's great. That's my number 12, man.
What's your number 12, Charles?
the show Newhart.
Oh, it's
Oh,
great
yeah. I
show.
remember Newhart.
There were 2 of them. Which
Great
one? The
show.
New Heart or the
Which
Bob?
one?
Later one with my brother Daryl and this.
Yeah, okay. That's my
Daryl,
favorite.
my brother Daryl. Yeah.
One of Vermont.
Larry.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
when they were
that,
running that bed and breakfast. in Vermont.
Yeah. I love how
That-
it ended though. He woke up and it was a dream and it was the wife from the original series.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Who's
cool.
in Plachette?
Great.
That was really neat how they ended that series. But I always liked it. It was a little bit dry-ish at times, but that's Newhart's humor.
Yeah.
So
That is his style.
He was
Yeah.
great in one show that I'm going to pick later. But
Yeah,
But,
but that was a good one. I liked that show.
but before we get to you, Andy, I forgot about Scribble. He picked
Yeah.
George Lopez as the number 12.
That's a good one, too.
That's a
Funny.
great show.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was a good one.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could tell he's younger than us because I'm picking a lot of older shit. But Andy, what's your number 12?
My number 12. I was hoping that this would be a little bit higher, but as the actors got older, I started to not like them as much. But the first 3 seasons of Different Strokes, when Arnold and Willis were still young,
Yeah.
dude, Arnold was just hilarious. I mean, him and Drummond would just feed off each other, and it was great. But then as he got older, the show started to get a little bit too serious, and this and that.
Except when Tootie came in there.
Yeah. But yeah, my number 12 is going to be Different Strokes. I love the theme song, which is sung by who's one of the co-singers to that song?
Well, co-writer
was-
was Alan Thicke
Alan Thicke. Yeah,
and Gloria
Sorry.
Loring.
right. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, he
But yeah,
wrote, he
Different
wrote a
Strokes, my
lot
number
of
12.
television theme songs. Alan
Yeah,
Thicke,
he did.
he's better than his son. His son sucks.
His son sucks.
His son sucks
He just
balls.
does.
He ain't a chip off the old block.
No, he
But-
ain't.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. Different strokes, man. It takes different strokes. It takes different. What you talk about, Willis? One of the
Yeah.
greatest lines in a fucking television show.
Yeah, a long
What
time.
you talking about, Willis? You know,
And Kimberly was so cute.
it's just sad. If I can, Willis,
The only one.
Todd Bridges is the only one alive from that
Yeah,
show.
Dana Plato had a whole bunch of fucking
Oh
issues.
God,
didn't
yeah.
she?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dana Plato
Big
was
fan.
hot though.
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
pretty
she
cool.
was.
And then you had fucking what's her name from Facts of Life went on in that
Mrs.
show.
Garrett.
Mrs. Garrett, yeah, that was cool. I did not pick Facts of Life, even though it's a great show. I did not pick that. You know, I do love Lisa Winchell and Tootie. But then I get to I said my number 12. Jerry, what's your number 11?
This was a fun time because you could argue politics and people wouldn't get all fucking pissed off. All in the Family, man. The great
Yes.
Carol O'Connor,
Oh, yeah.
Rob
Right.
Reiner, fucking Gene Stapleton, fucking
God damn it.
Charlie Struthers. Fucking great show.
Meathead.
Dude, I mean, you go from a show, the funniest fucking show, one of the I've ever seen is the one with Sammy Davis Jr. in it. And then they go to that sad fucking scene where when Edith died and he feeds a slipper underneath the bed
Yeah.
and starts falling. I mean, just amazing, the moods that show covered in its seasons when it came out, dude. It was outstanding show. Love Carol O'Connor, man. I loved him in everything. In the Heat of the Night, I loved him in that too.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic dude.
Bunkers
Who was the
Place.
guy who invented that show?
That was Lauren.
Norman Lear.
Norman Lear.
Norman Lear.
But it was also, I think it was, I'm not sure. It might have been done in England though, too. But I know there's another one on my list that was for sure. But Norman Lear.
I mean, there's a show. There's no fucking way in hell they're going to make a show like that nowadays.
They
No
should.
way in hell.
They should though.
Hey, can y'all name the 2 spinoffs that came from there?
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Maud and
Yeah.
Jefferson's.
Maud,
Jefferson's
right?
and Maud.
I'm Maud.
They didn't.
Maud.
Oh no, they got divorced, didn't they, on the show?
Who?
Mike and Gloria.
Yes.
That's
Did
right.
they?
Well, because they went out to visit them and they were acting like they're getting along, but they didn't. Like they were separating or
Yeah.
something. I remember that episode. So
Yeah, this vinyl here of All in the Family has like different clips from different episodes. It's pretty cool.
I mean, it's just in the episode where Edith got assaulted. It's just it covered all kinds of moods in that show, dude.
Yeah, it touched on so
Incredible
much
show,
that people
dude.
go through. Norman Lear was a genius.
He was.
And the shows that he
Dude,
did.
that's the guy is still alive.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but
like-
he's not making shows anymore.
well, he doing those specials where they redid those episodes of like Woody Harrelson and shit.
Yeah, dude, those were bad.
Speaking of which,
Jimmy
it-
Jimmy
Those were
Kimmel.
stupid.
Has anybody
Okay.
seen any of the new?
Having a
anybody-
hard playing Arnold. That was
Has
stupid.
anybody seen any of the new History of the World stuff yet?
No,
No, not yet, but I want to.
I do too.
I haven't seen it yet. Either.
That's an episode I wanted to do. Was like the top 11 Mel Brooks movies. That's one of the episodes I've been pushing for, but nobody knows Mel Brooks as good as I do, I guess. But then, Al, what's your number 11?
Fucking Sanford and Son, man.
Good one.
Dude. Fred, fucking Red Fox, dude, was just fucking so hilarious in that. The greatest was when him and Esther would trade jabs at each other. It was just the fucking greatest, man. She would be like, beauty is skin deep. And then he'd be like, well, you must be inside out, baby. Just the shit that he would say, man, it's just fucking hilarious, dude. And Lamont, his son, all that shit. Elizabeth, honey, I'm coming up to see you, and hilarious, man. So Sanford and Son, man, I used to watch that religiously when I was a kid. I'm surprised my parents let me watch it. So that's my number 11.
Charles, what's your number 11?
What's Scribbles?
Oh, Scribbles is I Love Lucy.
Great one.
That's
man.
a shocker. That's a shocker coming from him. But
No,
cool,
it
but it's not.
isn't, because he loves Bob Hope and Ben Crosby.
Oh, that's true too. Okay, never mind. Take it
That
back.
isn't a shocker for me. And yeah,
I love
I
Lucy.
might have that show
Great.
coming up later, but that's a great show. And I watched those as repeats, skipping school. But Charles, what's your number 11?
I'm going with Happy Days.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
big show as a youth. I put it a little lower on my list still because I watched it so much and it kind of got burnt out. And then you had to jump the shark, and then you had the latter years of the show. I don't think were that good, but the classic days. Even remember when Richie's older brother was on it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first season.
Yeah.
What was his name? I forgot.
Chuck.
Chuck. It was Chuck. Yeah.
That's right. He was only on for that first one. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a crush on Erin Moran when she got boobs.
Yeah.
She
Leather
was good.
Tuscadero. Leather
I thought she was
Tuscadero.
ugly.
oh god, she was hot.
I hate to say that. Who? Aaron Moran?
She was
No,
hot when she
leather-
got boobs.
No, Pinky.
I don't
and
know about
Leather
that.
Pinky Tuscadero.
both of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sit on a
I know.
Potsy.
And they
I think-
also
I
said
think-
sit on it Fonzie. So
Remember that episode where Fonzie was blind and they took his motorcycle apart? He
Yeah.
put that together. He got pissed at him.
That was a
That
great
was a
one.
great show, dude. Good pick.
And then there was the episode where Richie got into a car accident or something like that, and he was in
Yeah.
a coma, and
Yeah.
Fonzie was crying. That was a pretty emotional moment, actually. I remember kind of like getting misty eyed as a kid watching that. So
But the Fonz, man.
yeah.
Fonzie
Fonzie was the coolest.
Like a
and then you
Fonz.
look
Dude,
at
I was
Henry,
amazed-
you,
I
you
was
look at
amazed
Henry
how-
Winkler now, and you got like, fuck, he was the Fonz.
I was gonna say he's so soft spoken in real life. I never
He
expected
is.
that role.
He's in that show Barry right now on HBO, which are going to last season. with
Yeah,
Bill
Coach
Hader.
Klein on the Waterboy was great. in
Yeah,
that
it was
role.
really good. So Charles, what's your number 11?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do it again. Happy Days again.
Still number 11.
Still.
Yeah.
Come on, Mark, get with it.
All right, Andy, what's your number 11?
My number 11 is who's the boss?
That's a
Oh,
great
great
one. I
one.
could have picked that one a million. Alyssa Milano, dude.
Alyssa Milano was my crush because she was my age. And she was so
Me
cool,
too.
man. Alyssa Milano. That and Tony Danza was really good, and Mona. I mean, it was a good
Oh, yeah.
cast. You know.
They're making a new episode stuff of that. Right
Yeah.
now.
What was about Judith Light? Was that
Judith
her
Light,
name?
yeah.
Just like
yeah.
Angela.
They're
Angela.
making the new one without Alyssa.
Huh?
Are they? I thought that
Yeah,
she was on
without her, I
board.
heard.
No, Alyssa's there with Tony Danza. They're both making it together.
I
Yeah.
thought they said there was some
Judith
problem.
Light's not going to be there, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's probably
Judith Light's not going to be
whack.
there, but Alyssa's
probably
gonna
not
be there.
going to be good, dude.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I'll check it out, but I just remember that Christmas episode where Tony gave Alyssa, whatever her character name was there, gave her the
Sam.
Duran Duran Arena album.
Oh boy. here we go.
Yes. I was like, I remember that episode getting that album. I have that on tape. Fuck yeah. And Alyssa
I got
Milano
that
is
on
kind of my
cassette.
age. That's a great
Oh, yeah.
fucking show. But
Who's the boss?
I didn't pick it because I do love there's so many shows I need to pick. So it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island.
Great.
Yeah.
I fucking love
I watched that
Gilligan's
as a kid.
Island. I watched fucking Gilligan's Island and the Globetrotters, Gilligan's Island, Escape from Gilligan's Island. I watched every fucking thing they did on Gilligan's Island. Fucking Marianne is the hottest chick on that show. Fuck.
Marianne.
Marianne's the best.
I was more of a Ginger guy,
I think
but
Ginger's the only one that's alive right now. But
Yeah. Is
yeah.
the professor alive or is the professor dead?
the
died a
professor,
few years
everybody's
ago.
dead on that show now,
Okay.
except Ginger. But the thing is, how the fuck didn't the professor fuck Ginger and Marianne? I have no idea.
Yeah, he was probably the best choice you'd think of the
Why
selection.
didn't he, dude? They had to have sex on the album. You know, Lovey and Thurston had sex.
No, I'm pretty sure they all slept.
That's when they started.
They had to
everybody-
all sleep together. Come
Or
on,
they
you're stuck
put
on an
everybody-
island. There's no way you had to get your needs met. Come
The
on.
Skipper,
Yeah,
man.
I'm
he
pretty
was-
sure they
he was
slept with a
doing it.
millionaire. Come on,
This-
man.
The skipper had to
Skipper was
have
getting it in.
Skipper and Gilligan were doing it, right?
Ah,
But that's my number 11. So let me
That's what
get
made
to,
him the first mate.
I'm gonna do,
Little buddy.
Little
I'm
buddy.
gonna do Scribble's number 10 real quick. And this is a great pick. I can't believe I missed it because it's one of my favorite shows of all time.
What?
I love fucking this show. Third Rock from the Sun. Fucking great fucking show. You guys should go watch it. If you haven't seen Third Rock from the Sun, not the show. It's a fucking great show.
Can't
You
think of that
guys
girl's
like
name.
Third Rock from the Sun?
I think of that girl's name, but man, she
Yeah.
had a body. man.
Sally, the one who played Sally. She
Yeah.
was
She
in
had
Austin
body on
Powers
her.
too,
Yeah,
remember?
that's her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kristen
Kristen something.
Johnson. Kristen Johnson.
Kristen Johnson, yeah. But that's a
Yeah.
fucking great show. Fucking that one
I've seen
kid,
several
the
episodes of
one
that.
kid, Joseph Gordon-Levitt was actually
Yeah.
the older one, but he was the kid.
He was the leader.
He was the leader.
He was their god.
He was the god. It's a fucking great show. Dude, I can't think of the guy's name.
Who?
The-
John
Lithgow?
Who?
John Lithgow.
John Lithgow. He's fucking
What?
amazing.
Not even
Dexter.
close.
Anything that guy has done. Harry and Henderson's. I love that fucking actor. And Scribble, you rule for picking that show. I can't believe I forgot it. So then we get to your number 10, Jerry.
I have to agree with you, Mark. Yeah, Gilligan's Island, man, one of the best fucking theme songs of a show ever, in my opinion.
They
Uh,
changed it from the beginning to the second
Yeah,
season.
Professor and Marianne.
Yeah, they added
and
Professor
the rest,
Marianne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was a Marianne guy. Marianne was hot. Actually, I wouldn't mind either one of them, to be honest with you. So,
We like
you know,
those
I
farmer
wouldn't be
chicks,
picky.
man.
Like, they're always hunted by the headhunters. Professor can build fucking anything. Why would you want to leave? I mean, Professor can build anything, man. I'm surprised he didn't have a fucking nuclear power plant there, man.
You notice how the radio always had batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember on the movie where they built like that big ass raft. They said the radio was dead for like a year or two, so they didn't know what was going on.
Do you know why Gilligan's Island was canceled?
No, I do not.
It was the top rated show because they wanted to keep what's that fucking Western show they had on?
Gunsmoke, Bonanza.
Gunsmoke. Yeah, they picked Gunsmoke over Gilligan's Island. Fuck you, CBS.
Dude, Gunsmoke was like what, 25 years then?
I
That show was
know, and they
fucking
kept
ever.
Gunsmoke going. They canceled
Hey,
Gilligan's Island to keep
James
Gunsmoke
Arness
on.
was a bad one. James Arness was cool.
I know, but Gilligan's Island was better in the later years. Come on.
But yeah, I agree with you on that one, Mark. That one definitely makes the list.
I didn't care much for westerns.
Yeah. So, Al, what's your number 10?
My number 10 is Martin
That's a great show.
with Martin Lawrence,
Yeah.
Tisha Campbell.
Tisha Campbell.
Oh, dude, that was such a funny ass show. It was
Damn,
such a '90s show, man.
bro, man.
Kind of like when the whole hip hop era was really getting popular. It was kind of, like that kind of show. And
Yeah.
Martin was hot. Martin was hot at the time. He was one of the hottest comedians. And it was funny as hell, man. I love the show.
Oh, really?
What is that? Def Comedy Jam he did on HBO?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
the host.
Yeah.
So
And all the
like
different
the whole
characters he
All the
played.
house party movies.
the whole Living Color era. Like
Mhm.
I don't know if he was on Living Color. He may have been a guest on there, but
He was on Living Color.
that whole
He
era.
wasn't a guest member.
Yeah, so I mean, I love Martin. I used to watch it
Yeah.
religiously.
Yeah.
So it was a funny ass show. Cole was funny on there, man. Like the short
Yeah.
black guy that was always kind of dumb. He
They have
always
an HBO Max reunion special on that if you want to check that
Oh,
out.
okay. And
Yeah.
Martin would always be like, "Yo, get the step in, get out, get out my house and shit." So no, that was a great show.
Yeah.
So that's my number 10.
What's your number 10, Charles?
Andy and you guys covered it already. Different Strokes.
Yeah.
It's a huge. For anybody about our age, it was a huge show in our youth, and it got weaker as time went on. But Janet
Yeah,
Jackson was on that piece.
Oh, yeah?
Janet
Yeah.
Jackson, yeah,
That's right.
that was
Yeah.
Willis's
David
girlfriend
Willis.
for a while, right?
Yeah.
Or something?
Right.
Well, she was
Yeah.
also on another show that I
Good
wonder if you guys
times.
are going to pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was her
Uh,
name in Different Strokes?
I forgot.
I don't remember. Just hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. No, she was cute.
was
She was
smoking,
really
dude.
cute. Yeah.
So what's your number 10, Andy?
Oh, my number 10 is going down. It's going to be Alice is my
great
number
show.
10.
Kiss
With-
Margaret.
Yeah, Flo and Vera and Mel. Fucking Mel was hilarious, and if y'all remember Henry, he was the telephone guy that would come in every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would always fuck
Vic
around with Mel.
Tayback was amazing. Yeah.
Vic Tayback was great. He was really good, and he was in Loverboy too.
Yeah.
Vic Tayback.
It
But
just
yeah,
sucks
that's
that the girl Linda Lavin got Flo fired because she was getting too much play.
Way too public. Well, yeah, they gave
Yeah.
her her own show,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then that
and it didn't
kind
last
of,
long.
yeah.
Yeah, because this was supposed to be Linda Lavin's, show.
Yeah.
And Flo really took off with a kiss of my grits.
Mhm.
Every time you give a actor or a actress a catchphrase, they're going to take over the show.
Yeah.
They are.
So
So
my
that's
number
my number 10, Alice.
so my number 10 is probably Bushy's number 1. What you're wearing there. Seinfeld. A show
Can't
about
deny it,
nothing.
man.
A show about nothing. The
Can't
show's
deny it.
hilarious. It could be number 1. It's just there's so many to pick from. I had to rate them. This show rules.
Oh,
There's
love
not a bad
Seinfeld.
episode on here. Maybe the last episode. Even
Yeah, I don't like how it ended, man. I
even
didn't like-
Jerry Seinfeld said that was kind of crappy. Now,
It really was. But I was expecting so much more. I was so excited. I even tried to make excuses of why it was bad.
yeah, but it kind of made sense if you think about it because they were dicks to everybody, so everybody put them on trial.
Yeah, but that was a stupid law. Yeah, that was cool how they all came on the stand to tell them what kind of dicks they all were and
Yeah.
why. Yeah,
And
it's
these
pretty
are real. And they're spectacular. The
cool.
lawyer guy,
And she's going out with
Jackie
with
Childs.
Jackie
Jackie
Childs.
Childs.
Your face is my case.
Yeah. All right, so then we get to your number 9, Jerry.
There's a million hospital shows, but not very many comedies. But I love this show just because of John C. McGinley. He plays Dr. Cox. I'm talking about Scrubs, man. Love that show. He is fucking awesome in that show. Funny as hell. It was kind of a quirky show, man. You had to kind of have a taste for it. It took me a while to actually get into it, but I really liked it. I thought it had a really good ending. And it had a great cast. The guy who played Dr. Kelso was awesome. It's a good show. That's my number. What was that, 9?
9.
Yep.
What's your number 9, Al?
Another big show that was in the 90s. I gotta go with Friends, man. Friends was
I knew
a
one of you
show that-
motherfuckers would pick that show. I have them
Yeah.
all. 10 seasons.
Yeah, dude, fucking Friends was funny as shit. I mean, the chemistry in that show between all the characters were great. We just recently took my daughter to there's an Friends exhibit in New York City, like 2 months ago or something. We took her and
Wow.
she loves it because she loves it. She's latched on to the show now. She's been watching it and she loves it and stuff. So it was cool, man. They actually had the whole Friends like apartment and all like Central Perk and all that. Like you can go in there and it's set up exactly like the way it was on the show. It was cool. And but yeah, I watched that show a lot in the 90s. I watched it every week and I thought it was funny as shit. Matthew
Me
Perry,
too.
man, his
Thursday
fucking
night,
shit
Friends
was
and
funny as hell.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Friends
Yeah,
and Seinfeld, man.
back to back, man.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
that's
that's
my
Frasier.
number 9.
What's your number 9, Charles?
Sorry, my mic mute.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on. My number 9 is Cheers.
Yeah, dude.
All
Fucking
iterations. of
classic.
Cheers. Yeah. Coach, Woody, whichever. Rebecca,
Woody.
Diane, don't matter. All this like the show period. So
Hell yeah.
watch it all the time. So
Norm,
Norm.
oh yeah. Yeah.
fucking classic, man.
Cliff.
Cliff was hilarious.
Cliff had all the information. Cliff is like Terrence Reardon, right? I'm just joking. But, all right, what's your
Cliff was
number
like
9,
who?
Andy?
Yeah, my number 9. I forgot what was my number 9. Oh yeah, Married with Children is my number 9.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
God.
it was so weird because in Corpus Christi, where I grew up, for some reason we didn't get Fox, so they
You
would
had to go to the
import.
Fox listen,
Fox
the
viewing station.
back
Yeah.
viewing station.
Listen,
So they would show Married with Children, The Simpsons, and like Jerry Springer, like late at night, like after midnight. It was weird. So I would stay up late just to watch Married with Children. I thought Al Bundy has to be one of the greatest characters
absolutely.
ever. It's just so damn funny, dude. And this character, whoever wrote it for him, and he played it to the T. He really did. I even liked the movie he came out with during that time, Dutch.
Oh,
I
that was
remember the
terrible.
movie. Oh, I liked it.
I liked it. I liked him in Ford
Ah.
Fairlane. Booty time,
Ford
booty
Fairlane.
time in the USA. Booty time. And he's also good
You
modern.
didn't like Dutch?
He's also
Jerry-
good Modern Family.
Hey man, he played a badass in Miami Vice, man. You see that episode he was in?
Yeah.
man?
Yeah.
But fucking Ford Fairlane, dude. Come on.
Oh,
Booty
yeah,
time.
dude.
But yeah, that's my number 9. Married with Children.
Lieutenant Anus, sir.
What was that hit you had in the 70s? Yeah, it's booty time. Yeah, it sucked.
Hey, bye.
All right. My turn, right? So I think Jerry, you already said this.
Come on, buddy.
Scrubs, one of my favorite comedies of all time, but there's so many. I love fucking Turk. I love the janitor. The janitor always
Neil
messing with
Flynn's
JD.
awesome, man.
Neil
Yeah.
Flynn rules. I could have picked that other show he was in. That was
The
great
Middle.
too. The Middle.
Middle.
That was a great show too. Fucking I love Scrubs. And these two, Donald Faison and the other guy,
JD
JD,
or Zach Braff.
Zach Braff. Dude, they are fucking friends for life. They need to make a fucking Scrubs movie.
Their podcast is actually pretty funny.
The
Fake
be-
doctors.
Dude,
Yeah.
one of my favorite episodes is when they're on the roof. They have all the interns on the ground, right? And they're playing fucking Space Invaders. They're throwing balloons at them and knocking them out like water balloons. And they say, you need to go.
Like I said,
Fuck yeah! I love that fucking show.
it was quirky at times, but it was funny.
That
man.
Space Invader show, or where they had Colin Hay,
Yeah.
a minute work. You know,
Overkill. Yeah.
that show was called My Overkill, and he was singing at the end. Dr. Cox takes his guitar. I hate that fucking song.
I
Fuck,
have
dude.
more songs. I
This
have
show
more songs.
is fucking amazing writing, great fucking show. They need to make a fucking movie, or they need to reboot it. They need to bring it back because I fucking miss this show.
No, they tried to bring it back and it was fucking terrible.
No, they all left, but they want to come back. The writer wants to bring them back. They need to come back. They need to fucking end it right. They need to make a fucking movie of this show because these guys are all friends. I think the Kelso's dead, right? Kelso died.
No, I think he's still alive. I haven't heard him die yet.
I don't think he.
The guy
But
who played
Dr.
Ted,
Cox,
Ted
dude.
died.
Dr.
Ted
Cox
died.
is still going. Yeah,
Ted,
but
the lawyer.
yeah,
he died.
but that fucking
Christopher
show
Lloyd's brother.
rules. I watch it all the time. I fucking love it. That's my number 9. We get to your number 8, Al.
Weren't you going with Jerry first or no?
Oh, Jerry, what's your number 8? Yeah.
It's me again already. You sure?
Yeah.
I agree with Charles on this one. Cheers, man. Great fucking show, man. Loved
Yeah.
it. Still watch it when it comes on every now and then. If I notice it's on, I'll turn to it. Funny, intellectual stuff in kind of ways. If you think about it, it wasn't just all quirky comedy. It had some cool stuff to it, and I fucking love Sam Malone's character. Man, he's one of my favorite characters in sitcom history. Yeah, I mean, what else more to say? Great show.
Well, I fucked up because I forgot Scribble's number 9 and number 8. His number 9 is Wings. It's a great fucking show.
Good show.
And his number 8 is Frasier. Great show, which is coming back. And I can't wait to see that.
I never liked Frasier, man. For some reason.
Ooh.
I like this character.
That's
on Cheers.
that's a spin-off of that's
Yeah.
a spin-off of
Cheers.
Cheers, right?
I love
Yeah.
Frasier. Frasier was really good. I can watch that shit all the time. So we get to your numbers 8. Al.
That 70s show. Gotta go with that one.
Great. I would have picked that. I love that show.
I watched that show religiously. Great cast on there. Me and my friends even actually started a band, and we called ourselves that 70s rock band. Like kind of after that show in the 2000s, we were doing all 70s covers and shit like that, and it was great. It was fun times. But yeah, that show with that's Andy over there. Anyway, he kind of distracted me. But yeah, great show. I mean, I loved when Tommy Chong came on board, and the whole
Tanya Roberts.
Then he went to jail.
Tanya Roberts is awesome too. I loved her.
Yeah.
She was very very beautiful.
A View to a Kill.
Beastmaster, man.
They kind of rebooted it now, right? They kind of rebooted it now,
It's
or
pretty
something.
cool. I like it.
It's like
not
a
as
new
good.
show.
It's the same thing, just with different characters.
Yeah.
I remember they tried to do that 80s show, and that failed miserably.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
bad.
not good.
That was pretty bad. Yeah.
But this one's pretty cool.
Yeah, that 70s show. I watched that a lot, so it was funny. So that's my number 8.
What's your number 8, Charles?
Dirtiest joke ever said on television. Ward, weren't you a little hard on the
Hard
Beaver last night? Leave it to Beavers.
Good
Hell
one.
yeah. Eddie Haskell.
Yep.
Has to be like greatest fucking heel character on a sitcom ever.
Yep.
I had friends like Eddie Haskell, or maybe we were Eddie Haskell.
Froze
I
up.
don't know.
It was such a two-face.
That's old school right there. Leave it
Yeah.
to Beaver.
Yeah.
Well, Leave It to Beaver.
And the mom was great on Airplane. We all
Oh
know.
yeah,
Barbara
Talking
Gordon,
Jive.
too.
I played that on
Yeah.
that metalstation.com
Yeah,
all
you
the
did.
time.
No way, she.
I play that cut off of that metalstation.com before
I
I
got
go
that
into my
Revenge of the Nerd in there too,
Yeah.
Dirtiest joke ever said on television. That's still funny as hell. Weren't you hard on the Beaver last night?
So Andy,
Great.
what's your number 8?
Yeah, my number 8. I remember watching this with my family, and I loved it. Wonder Years.
Great show.
I thought it was great. The
Winnie
it was
Cooper.
a comedy. It was like a dramedy.
You know, my
And-
wife was in a show with Winnie Cooper, like on stage. She knows her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
cool,
wow.
man.
Yeah. Winnie Cooper, when she grew up, was so beautiful.
I know,
And-
man.
She still
Donna
does look
Thomasina.
good. She still does look good.
Oh yeah,
I think I follow her on
She looks
Facebook.
great. Yeah. Wonder Years. They play a lot of 60s songs, and little Kevin went through all that. They're coming out the 60s. When he had a brother that died in Vietnam during the first season, and she always felt that absence of her brother. Sometimes they talked about it, which was it's pretty cool. So the Wonder Years, number 8.
Who was the guy that people thought it was Marilyn Manson as a kid? What was his character?
Oh, that was Paul, his friend Paul.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Everybody thought
Yeah.
some people thought that was Marilyn Manson. I remember.
All right,
Yeah.
So then I get to my number 8, which I Love Lucy, which we already talked about. Great fucking show. Lucille Ball is one of the greatest comedian actors of all time.
Oh yeah.
And a trailblazer
You
in the
got
business side of
fucking
it.
Vivian Campbell as Ethel.
Vivian Campbell.
Vivian
No,
Campbell.
not Vivian Campbell. Vivian Vance.
Vivian Vance.
Vivian Vance. I don't know.
Vivian Vance.
I'm always in rock. Music is always in my
Was
head.
Dio in it too?
The new nine-armed guitarist.
That's my number 8. And then we
I
get
Love
to your
Lucy.
number 7, Jerry.
My number 7, they're coming out with their 26th season this year. Talking about Stan, Kyle, Kenny, and Cartman, man.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Love
yeah.
fucking South Park, dude. A lot of people say it's raunchy, and it is raunchy, but there's actually comedy gold underneath all that raunchiness.
Oh
man.
yeah, dude.
Did you
Yeah, I
see
mean,
the
it's
Tom
all-
Brady episode?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. No,
Oh, you gotta
I've not
that
watched
one.
any of the new ones yet.
You gotta
but,
watch you gotta watch the COVID specials.
I did watch the.
Oh
show.
yeah, those were great, dude. Those were
But man, I
great.
mean, it's so cool about that show is a topic can come out a week before they make the show so quickly that they jump on that topic that's happening and it's hot while it's fresh. And the show never ceases to shock me, man. In all 26 seasons that I've seen so far, the shock factor in that show is still awesome. I was watching the Imagination Land one a couple of days ago, man. Fucking classic, dude. I mean, brilliant, man. Trey Parker, Matt Stone, geniuses, man.
Yeah, I love. If you want to watch,
I love baseball.
Man, I remember
Orgasmo, dude.
I remember
Orgasmo.
watching that first episode, man. I remember watching that first episode when it first came out, and I can't believe it's still going on all these years later, man. Still going.
Orgasmo, where they got Book of Mormon from.
And the best thing they did is not mess with the animation. They kept it the fucking same, you know?
Yeah.
That's what makes it. It's a classic, dude. I hope the show never ends. I hope it never does. So
I love it.
Have you ever seen Orgasmo?
I didn't put it animated on my list.
I didn't either. Did you ever watch Orgasmo?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Orgasmo rules.
Basketball is a little.
Love basketball.
I love basketball
so
with Jenny
weird.
McCarthy's cleaning off the chrome.
Parts of it's all right, but they didn't write that film. That was the.
It's still
African
fun to
dudes,
tell, man.
wasn't it?
That movie's good, Little Bitch. I love Little Bitch. You're a little bitch. You're a little bitch.
And I did watch it just because of Jenny McCarthy being in it.
What's
What's her
wild
face
is
is hot,
about
too.
South Park.
What's her
the
face is
movie.
hot too. Can't what's her name? Breathe. Can't. What the fuck's her name?
Leo Blythe.
Yasmin
Oh,
Bleeth.
from-
Yasmin
Bleeth.
Bleeth.
Yeah.
There we go.
A lot about
It was hot,
South
too.
Park though is the movie that came out in like 2000. At the time, it was considered so shocking, and now, I mean, when you watch a current episode, it's way more raunchy.
Yeah, I mean,
than
tell-
that.
tell-
Well,
t-shirt.
Team America
you
is pretty
suck my
is
balls,
still
Mr.
raunchy
Harrison?
though. Team America when she's doing the fucking they're pooping on each other on it.
Oh God.
They're like pooping, having sex on each other.
I remember first seeing that, and I fucking was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" I didn't know whether to
America,
fucking
fuck
crack
yeah.
up.
America.
I didn't know whether
fuck
to
yeah.
crack up or be shocked, man.
Fucking those two
I
are
still
fucking.
think freedom
those two
isn't
are-
free is my favorite part though.
Yeah.
Go some buckle bath.
Three glass of Bucko.
What would you do?
So what's your number
Yes.
7, Daddy?
Fucking geniuses, man.
Yeah.
Those two are
And that's
fucking.
why they're still together. It's so odd that a duo will stay together for so long. It's
Yeah.
because it works.
And they love Rush. Fuck you guys rule. They did that Rush thing with South Park. Rush came out there with Les Claypool. That was amazing.
Oh,
But let me get to Scribble's number 7 because I keep forgetting about that fucker.
Yeah.
He got us fucking 9 fucking subscriptions. You rule, bitch. Sanford and Son is number 7. And you got one of you guys already
Sanford and
picked
Son,
that,
baby.
Sanford and Son. So then Andy, what's your number 7?
yeah. My number 7 is Roseanne. I thought Roseanne was a fantastic show. The first 6 or 7 seasons, and then they won the lottery, and Dan died, and then it was just a dream, and all that shit got all fucked up. But man, the first few seasons when they were just a family, when it was just a family sitcom with real family issues, and I thought it was funny, and it was just so well acted. And John Goodman blew up, man.
John Goodman's amazing. King Ralph, man.
He's the only one
Yeah,
keeping.
dude, that's my
he's the
wife's
only-
favorite movie.
I
he's
love
the
King
only-
Ralph.
He is the only good thing about the new version of the Connors. He's the
No,
only good thing.
I like the blonde chick in there.
I don't like.
Becky,
I don't
I
like
like
it.
Becky.
Oh, I really haven't gotten to the Connors.
Oh, I like it. But it was better when Roseanne was on there the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But,
bet.
that's a great
But
show.
yeah, Roseanne, number 7.
And then my number 7 is my wife's favorite show.
Pretty
There's
much.
a story about a lovely lady. Like this show is amazing, dude. Especially when they go to Hawaii and they have the little tiki doll.
Tiki doll. Yeah.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah,
Johnny
got the
Bravo.
problem there.
Like it. This is a great show.
Mom
Mom always said, "Don't play ball in the house."
Marsha, president of the Davy Jones fan club.
Marsha. It's always Marsha. I watch that show religiously on repeat.
The movies were hilarious.
The
too.
movies are amazing with
They were
Christine
fucking
Taylor
great.
as Marsha. I
Yeah.
have a heart on for that chick. Oh,
This
fucking
is the
Ben
worst
Stiller.
version of American Pie you'll ever find. With a Brady kid singing American Pie. It's
Oh,
odd.
God.
It's odd. They
Fucking-
also sing. They also sing "Day After Day."
Oh,
by,
Peter Brady going.
Yeah,
Right.
keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on
keeping on.
moving on through the night. That was the big one, wasn't it?
Yeah, keep
Yeah.
on,
Want to go
keep
out
on,
for a walk today?
keep-
Yeah.
thank God. Sunshiny
What
day.
about
They had that one too.
Sunshine Day?
Sunshiny day.
What
Yeah.
What
Oh,
about
man.
what about when Peter was going through puberty and
Yeah, I said.
when it's time to change?
You need to rearrange. I like the one when he's wearing a fake mustache, Peter,
Yeah.
to look a little older, and the girls knew he was breathing, and his mustache kept moving in and out.
Oh man,
It's funny.
There's
Put on your
a lot
put
of
on your,
classic episodes, man.
Yeah.
put on your Sunday best, kids. We're going to Sears.
So I'm gonna get to Scribbles number 6, and he went pretty
We
deep
didn't
on
do
this.
my
I didn't
seven.
even get.
I didn't do
even
my
do number
7.
seven.
Oh, what's your number
We
7,
skipped all of
Charles?
it.
My bad.
My number 7 is some old school here, buddy, with a great theme song. It's like boom, ba-da boom, ba-da
Oh,
boom,
yeah.
ba-da
Barney
boom.
Miller.
Barney Miller.
Arnie Miller. Yeah, that's a
Hell
great one.
yeah.
With
Old
Fish.
school. I almost threw Fish on
Fish.
there with this show, but I
Yeah.
left Fish off the list. But he was on there. Abe Vigoda.
Yeah.
Yeah, it rules.
The cast was great.
Beastie
A lot of
Boys
people-
immortalized him.
People overlook that show a lot. I guess forgetting a lot today, but it was funny as hell. So
Great show.
Oh, it was
The
good.
band,
Yeah.
the band that I used to be in, that 70s band. We used to do a 70s medley of theme show songs, and that was like one of the part of the medley was the bass line leading into Barney Miller. It was great, dude. I used to love playing that shit. It was awesome. Yeah,
I remember
Barney Miller
watching
was
that.
great.
I remember watching a TV show, and then it only lasted like one season. I don't remember the name of it, but this lady was getting married, and she was walking down the aisle, but the organist didn't get there, and then there was one guy there that can only play one instrument and only one song, which was the bass, and the only song he knew was the Barney Miller theme song. So the chick was walking down the aisle, the boom, 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 boom.
All right. So everybody did their number 7. Did you? do
No,
your number
I didn't
7?
do it yet.
Oh,
What's your
didn't.
number 7 now?
2.5 Men,
Great show.
and only the Charlie Sheen version. Only the Charlie Sheen version.
Yeah, that was the best.
Because when they kicked Charlie Sheen out, that show jumped the shark. Nothing against Ashton Kutcher. I think he's good, but he had nothing on Charlie Sheen on that one. And dude, that show was fucking literally Charlie Sheen's life.
Yeah.
It was his character. It was him. You know what I mean? You know, womanizing fucking millionaire. You know, so dude, that show was hilarious, and I love that show. So 2.5 Men is my number 7.
So what's your number 7, Andy? Did you get to it?
Oh yeah, I did my number 7 already.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody did their number 7, and I get to my number. What's your number 6?
Yeah.
Jerry.
6. We're on number 6.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, okay. My number 6 is you put Andy Kaufman, Christopher Lloyd, and Danny DeVito in a
I
show.
forgot
yeah,
about
dude.
Taxi.
You got a
Yes.
fucking legendary show, man.
Oh,
Judd
yeah.
Hirsch, fucking who's the guy?
Tony
Fucking-
Danza.
Tony Danza. Who's the guy?
Tony
in
playing
Grease?
Tony.
The guy in Greece. I can't remember his name right now. Great fucking. He played Bobby. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Bobby.
Fucking great cast. Funny as shit, man.
Mary Lou
Rep-
Henner.
Mary Lou Henner.
You saw her boobs in one of those movies, right?
I don't remember, but I probably.
It was
checked that out.
the one with Burt Reynolds, the Cannonball Run. She showed her
Cannonball
boobs in the
Run.
backseat.
She didn't show her boobs in that.
She
one.
showed her boobs.
No, nobody
Yes,
showed.
she
her
did.
boobs in that.
She
No.
showed her
No,
boobs.
they
in
They
that movie.
unbuttoned it a little bit, but that was it.
Maybe I saw boobs.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, interesting behind the scenes on that show. They talk about everything documentaries on it. They're pretty interesting, especially when you deal with Andy Kaufman. Man, that guy was a fucking
Yeah.
train wreck. But it
Jeff
was a hilarious
Conway.
show. Yeah, Jeff Conway. That's it. But I
Yeah,
remember
Jeff
coming home from
Conway.
school. And that show was always on at 4:30. Man, fucking loved it, dude.
Yeah.
Funny shit.
All right.
It took me a while to understand it was also a drama at the same time.
Yeah.
There were great actors. It was greatly, and it was written great. Taxi was awesome. Yep.
Yeah.
And theme song by Bob James.
Yeah. And then we get to Scribbles number 6. I'm gonna send you to the moon, Alice. Honeymooners. Pick the Honeymooners. He went deep. That's a great fucking show.
Yeah.
I would have picked that too.
Away we go.
There's so many. So we get to your number 5, Al.
Oh,
my number
5.
6. My number 6, right? Cheers. Where everybody knows your name. We already talked about that show. So you're number 5, Al.
I never did 6.
Oh wait, you're
Well,
number
I'm
6.
on number
Al.
6 actually.
I'm fucked up. Sorry.
Okay.
It's a
number
slobber
6, man, I'm
knocker.
going the King of Queens.
King of
The
Queens. Great
King
show.
of Queens.
Mary Lou Henner's boob off your mind.
Yeah,
Go
that's
back
what
in order,
happened. That's
damn
what
it.
happened. I was thinking of
That
boobs.
didn't even come out in the movie.
The King of Queens with Kevin James, man. Leah Remini.
Leah Remini,
Great
man.
show.
Holy shit, she's fine.
Dude, Pat. I mean, Larry Romano, Patton Oswalt. I mean, it was a fucking great show, dude. And it was funny. My wife and I watched that religiously, and every time we watched it, we're totally like that couple. Just the way they are to each other and shit. You know, it's hilarious, man. And I don't know, man. We've gotten to see Kevin James in concert too, and he's a funny dude, man. So yeah, I dig that show, man. So yeah, that's my number 6?
6. What's
Yeah.
your number 6,
Yeah.
Charles?
Moving on up.
Yeah.
Jefferson's.
Charles is picking all the old school ones that I love, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, these are the ones. I don't watch a lot of new TV. So if you start talking these Scrubs and all that, I stopped watching TV pretty much at that point. But yeah, Jefferson's. And it's basically the reverse dynamic all in the family, which makes sense. The spin-off of it.
Yeah.
And the same things Archie goes through. So does George, who has got to be one of the funniest characters ever.
Oh, the best.
Yep.
And
Sherman Hensley, man.
oh man,
Yes,
yeah,
it's one. Amen.
He was
phenomenal.
He was a Prague fan.
He
Yeah.
was.
Uh-huh.
I never
Yeah.
knew that. Really?
There was
Yeah,
an
he was in the
episode.
60s.
There was an episode. I think he bought what was the album he bought out? Andy, you remember it?
No, I don't know which album it was.
I think it was it wasn't King Crimson, but it was something along the likes of that, something like that. And I'm like, holy shit, dude, this guy, loves Prague. You wouldn't expect, a black man to love Prague. He'd be more into funky stuff. I mean, he was into that too, but it was just funny that he bought one of these albums out. Yeah, that was great, man. Anyway, go ahead, Charles.
Oh, that's it. I mean, it's just a great show, spin-off, another Norman Lear creation, and
Love that show.
great
Dude.
show of my youth.
So what's your
Norman Lear was great, man. He created so many great shows.
numbers? You're on number 6, Andy?
Who's next?
I am. My number 6. This is my first animation one. King of the Hill. Love King of the Hill.
Show.
I watched all the seasons, and now the new one's coming out, and they're saying that because of the woke whatever, there's not going to be no Khan. I loved Khan. That dude was awesome. The next door neighbor who would make fun of Bobby because Bobby was fat. He would tell. I remember there was an episode,
And that's coming back on Hulu.
yeah.
See why? I don't know why they would do that. They have to make it, more politically correct.
Yeah.
They'll lose a lot.
Yep.
I don't think
Because
they're going to do that. Beavis and Butthead ain't political.
But then again,
correct,
South Park, so
No, Beavis and Butthead. It's Mike Judge. The new Beavis and Butthead is not politically
one.
correct. So
if it's on cable TV, you can do whatever you want, I guess. On
Hulu.
But King of the Hill, it was a great show. Tom Petty was on King of the Hill.
Yeah, he played Lucky.
Lucky. Yeah, he
That's
played
right.
Lucky with his band.
Luann's girlfriend. boyfriend. I mean,
boyfriend,
boyfriend.
and then husband. What's the name of the band?
I
Something
forgot.
Fudge, Super Fudge,
Yeah.
or something like that with John Redcorn as the singer. Yeah, it was a good show.
Well, I already said my number 6 because I messed up with Cheers. You know, we already talked about Cheers, where everybody knows your name. So we get to your number 5, Jerry.
That's me again. It's going by quick.
Yeah.
This show came on right after Taxi when I got home. I'm talking about Freddie Boom Boom Washington.
Yeah.
Epstein.
Uh,
Danny Barbarino. Vinny Barbarino.
yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Shaq.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Gabe Kaplan, man. Another great cast, man. I love Gabe Kaplan. I like playing poker. He's like a really good poker player, professional poker
That
player
show
now.
sucked when he left, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And Ted McGinley came in and he replaced everybody.
he did.
Yeah,
Some shows he did improve on one show. But
Yes, we'll get to that later.
But yeah, that's my number. Was that
Yeah.
5? What was that, number 5?
Yeah, number 5. So what's your number 5, Al?
I gotta go with the one and only Seinfeld. I watched that show religiously as well. And what can you say, dude? It's fucking one of the funniest shows about nothing. I got one of the box sets that actually has has a glass encased puffy shirt.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
The puffy shirt episode, man.
I love that Kenny
Oh,
Rogers,
man. But
Rogers episode. That was awesome.
dude, there's so many great. I mean, it's unbelievable, man. That show. So
The Risk episode.
I remember, you know, when I was working for a township with my brother, and it was like 4 of us in an office, and every day we come in and we'd like, you know, it's like the water cooler talk back in the day, you know, like, hey man, you know, did you watch Seinfeld last night? And we'd always used to talk about the show. You know, that's kind of a lost art nowadays. You know, nobody really talks like that anymore. You know, everybody like keeps themselves to themselves in an office, and nobody really like mingles and shit anymore. It's kind of sucks, dude. But everybody's always buried in their fucking phones and computers and shit. So
we
anyway,
talk in my location
but that was
at work, so we talk a lot.
yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know how my office is because I'm always outside in the field, out in the fields by myself. So I don't know how it is now with them, but you know, no, Seinfeld, man. We used to always talk about that show. It's great every episode. So I love Kirby Enthusiasm too.
Yes.
Just a shout out to that
The
one.
Total George. I love that
Yes.
show, and it's coming back. And another episode.
Yes.
There's not a bad
Next.
season of it.
Yeah.
But Charles, what's your number 5?
The rest of mine we've already all mentioned, so mine is Sanford and Son coming in at
Nice.
number 5.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right, Andy, what's your number 5?
Red Fox.
My number 5 was introduced to me by Nick at Night, and I watched it religiously, and it got me into rock music, the Monkees.
No, that's a great
I
one.
thought that show was so inventive. It was so
Wow,
funny.
yeah.
It was fantastic to watch.
Andy, I knew you would
That
pick
was
that
a
one.
great show, man.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought
Andy,
was a
I,
great show,
Andy,
though.
I actually knew you would pick that one.
yeah, I'm a big Monkees fan. I love the band.
I am too, but I
Yeah.
like the show better than the music. But
Oh, I'm the opposite. I love their music.
no, I like their hits,
Yeah.
but the deep tracks are horrible to me.
Oh, the deep tracks are fantastic.
Oh God, I
love
can't stand Mike Nesmith country.
Oh my God.
What am I doing? Coming around, something like that.
Yeah, dude, that's a badass song.
Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. I like that.
Yeah, it's a
song.
cool song.
Then I get to my favorite actor from my favorite movie for my number 5, which he had to do both at the same time.
Yeah.
To get it going. You know, what would we do, baby, without
Michael J.
us?
Fox.
Michael J. Fox, Family Ties.
Yeah.
That was my favorite character for the longest time. Alex
My
P. Keaton was
God,
such an asshole.
fucking conservative Reaganite.
Yeah,
A great show.
and his
Fucking
parents were hippies.
Tina Yothers from West Covina in my area. So fucking what's the fucking Mallory Keaton?
Mallory. That's Jason Bateman's sister.
Jason Bateman's
Justine
sister.
Bateman.
Justine
Justine
Bateman.
Bateman.
I'm
Oh,
a
she made
huge,
that
I'm a
movie
huge,
Satisfaction.
I'm a huge fucking her brother fucking fan. I love
Dustin.
everything he does. I
Jason
love
Bateman.
Jason
Bateman.
Bateman.
Yeah,
Fucking
Jason.
his show, I didn't pick it, but Silver
Hogan's
Spoons,
Family.
I didn't pick Silver Spoons, but he was in
Hogan's
there.
family.
Yeah,
The
Hogan's Family. That's what it
Hogan's
was.
Family.
Hogan's
But
family.
Family
Yeah.
Ties, man, I watch that religiously. I love that fucking show. And then when fucking he came out with Back to the Future, I was like,
Yeah.
it fucking blew my mind. I fucking love Family Ties, but that's my number 5.
You didn't like Midnight
Family Ties
Madness?
rocks.
Midnight Madness.
I loved it.
What's
Yeah, it was
that?
awesome.
Michael J. Fox's first
Yeah.
movie ever.
Oh, I like everything Michael J.
He
Fox.
was
has
Mike
done, dude.
Fox then.
Teen
Yeah.
Wolf.
Teen Wolf was pretty bad. Teen Wolf was pretty bad.
I like
But
Teen
I did
Wolf.
like
What
Teen
the fuck are you talking about? Teen Wolf
But
rules.
Casualties of War, that was him, right? He was great in that movie.
Yeah.
Dude,
right?
Light of Day with him and
Fucking,
Joan Jett. I like that movie too.
No,
one
but
where he's a-
Midnight
he was
Madness, I got that on a DVD.
Secret
It's
of
a
My
good movie.
Success.
Was that
Doc
like Greed?
Hollywood.
Doc
Green?
Hollywood, that's what I'm thinking.
Doc Hollywood rules.
Greed
Yeah, Doc
or
Hollywood.
Greedy or something like that?
Yeah.
It was a later one he made. Greedy?
Greedy
Greedy?
was
What about
good.
the one-
Greedy was good. That was with
Yeah.
Michael
What-
Douglas's dad.
Kirk
What about
Douglas, yeah.
Kirk Douglas.
what about your favorite band Night Rangers fucking theme
Secret
song?
of My Success
There you
with
go.
Helen, whatever her name is. Yeah,
That's
I
when
love
their
that movie.
career went downhill.
I
Yeah.
love Secret of My that one movie where he is a concierge in a hotel. I love that movie too.
I like the movie, just that song was shit. Sounded like
fuck off.
Chicago with Night Ranger singing.
I
Oh, well.
love fucking Secret
Oh, well,
of My
but
Success.
y'all, I
You know they
remember
still play that
movie.
live. It's in their set list right now.
As you say, enjoy.
I will enjoy. I'll enjoy it.
That shit.
My new thing is I will enjoy it for you.
Not for me. No, no, no.
Justin Bateman, Justine Bateman came out with that Satisfaction movie
Yeah,
about
it
that
was
girl
horrible.
band. I liked it.
It's horrible. But then we get to your number 3, Jerry. Number 4, Jerry.
Sex in the City. No, I'm just kidding. It's not
Sex
that
and
one.
the City.
Oh, then that'd have been a
He
poll,
watches
too,
it while
right?
he's drinking the.
Probably my favorite character in all sitcoms. And arguably the best theme song. Baby, if you ever wondered whatever.
That's
became-
the
Dr.
best,
Johnny Fever is one of the best
Oh,
fucking characters
WKRP.
and sitcoms
Yeah.
ever.
I
Love
forgot about that show. I suck.
that
Fucking
theme
Lonnie
song.
Anderson. Fucking the guy that played Herb Tarlick was hilarious. Him and Les
I
Smith.
like the other chick better than
Fucking
Lonnie Anderson.
Oh,
Who?
Bailey.
Yeah, I like
Haley
Bailey
was
better.
hot,
She's
dude.
pretty cute.
I like Bailey better.
Yeah.
Lonnie
Yeah.
looked fake to
Better
me.
than
Lonnie
Lonnie.
always looked fake
Why?
to me.
Why? What's wrong with Lonnie Anderson?
She was
Nothing's wrong with
Lonnie
Lonnie.
fake
Anderson.
boobs, dude. Bailey was real.
Oh no, that's from Seinfeld. What's wrong with Lonnie Anderson?
I mean, the fucking turkey episode. That's all you need to say about
Oh,
that.
Turkey Drop's amazing.
Fucking classic, dude.
I played that during the Thanksgiving season on thatmetalstation.com. That
And the episode where they were doing the effects of what alcohol can do to you,
Oh yeah.
and Johnny kept getting faster the more he drank. He had to hit a button or something. Venus was getting really slow and drunk, and Johnny was getting quicker. It's just hilarious, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
fucking great show. And I was living in Cincinnati when that came out, so that was kind of cool too.
Head of the Class was also a good show too. You like that one? No.
Uh,
I like Head of the Class.
No.
But so what's your number what's your number 4, Al?
4.
Honeymooners, man. Fucking
Yeah.
and the great thing about that show is they did it all live, man. It was just fucking unbelievable. One of these days, Alice, pow, right to the fucking moon.
Pow, right in the kisser. Pow, right.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that was just so. I love that show. And every New Year's Eve into New Year's, I always watch the marathons. You know, it's just classic. I love Jackie Gleason, funny as shit. I still
Buford
laugh
T.
my
Justice.
ass off. Even though I've watched those episodes so many times, it's still so funny, dude. You know, one of my favorite episodes is when he's going on that show where he has to like name that you name the song, and he has fucking Norton in there playing the piano, like they plays a piano song, and he always has to warm up with Swanee River or something like that. And he's like, "What are you warming up with that for?" And then that's the first song that he goes on a game show, and they ask him, they play that song. And they're like, "What's the name of that song? Who did that song or whatever?" He's like, Ed Norton. He totally loses the. He knows like a million other songs except the one that Norton always warmed up with. It was hilarious, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Art Carney don't get enough credit for that show.
Yeah.
Art Carney, dude. Art Carney,
awesome.
Well,
yeah.
And of course, Jackie Gleason, man, fucking Sheriff Buford T. Justice, man, what another fucking great character. And the dude was awesome.
Oh man, yeah. Some of them.
I saw that, you some bitch.
All right, guys, we gotta move it along here. But
Let's go.
Let's get to Scribble. I forgot his number 5 and his number 4. Seinfeld. And his number, we already talked about Seinfeld a lot. And then according to Jim was his number 4. Jim Belushi. That's a great show. I love that fucking show. What's that girl's name in there with the blonde?
Courtney B. Smith.
Oh God, I loved her. And then we get to your number 4, Charles.
I think we all covered it. Married with Children.
Married with Children. And then your number 4, Andy.
Yeah, my number 4 is going to be the greatest animation show of all time, Family Guy.
Great show.
Love it.
We
Love
already
it.
covered that. And then we get to my number 4, which we already covered. Happy Days. First season with Chuck. And then we get to your number 3, Jerry.
I gotta go with the Big Bang Theory. Sorry, I know you guys probably didn't like that show, but it was fucking.
Oh, I loved
great.
it.
I like it.
I
Great
love
show.
fucking Big Bang Theory. Love fucking Kaylee Cuoco. Hotter than hell.
Great
Man.
show.
Anyway,
Come
we'll
on,
keep it
Sheldon
going.
rules.
I thought the guy that played Howard was the best character on that show. He
I
was
love-
funny as
he
fuck
was.
on that show, dude.
I like Sheldon.
I like Sheldon better.
Sheldon's from the Houston area.
Yeah. And then I already did. You're on. What did you just do, Jerry? Number 3.
Big Bang Theory, yeah.
Number 3. So I do my number 3, which none of you guys have copied yet. I had to pick. I had to show both with Mr. Furley and the Ropers. Three's Company, man. Come on, man.
I was gonna pick that,
Oh,
but I
yeah,
knew
dude.
one of you motherfuckers are gonna pick it.
This is one of my all-time favorite shows of all time. Three's Company rules. Fucking
yeah, dude.
John Ritter is a comedic genius. Have you ever seen that movie Stay Tuned?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. With
That
Pam
movie
Dauber from
or the
Wendy.
fucking movie where he plays fucking he fucking does the glow in the dark cockfighting. Skin Deep. Blake Edwards.
Oh yeah, dude. That's right.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that
Forgot
movie.
about that one.
Skin
Man.
Deep rules. Where the
Yeah, it
fucking
was
ex-boyfriend
worse.
comes in and they're both so we're having the glow in the dark condoms. Fucking love that movie. So that's my number 3. So we get to your number 2, Jerry.
You didn't get the 9.
I just think-
Oh,
Big
what's
Bang
your number?
Theory.
What?
Everybody's 3.
Okay, Al.
Okay, I know it's going by quick, but not that quick.
Well, I'm sorry. Al, what do you
My
want
number
now?
3 is one of my all-time favorite shows, The Odd Couple. Gotta go with The Odd Couple.
I almost picked that.
Fucking, I love that show, dude, so much. And again, I always switch back and forth between The Honeymooners and Odd Couple because they play the Odd Couple marathon on New Year's as well. And I fucking laugh my ass off. So Odd Couple, Oscar Madison, man, Felix
Yeah.
Unger, classic. Go ahead,
Jerry. No, I mean
Charles.
Charles,
Right?
number 3.
I'm going with Taxi.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's one.
Time classic.
Who do you like better, Andy Kaufman or the other dude?
Reverend Jim.
Jim.
Really?
Like Andy Kaufman.
They were
Oh, I
both
like-
great.
I mean,
man.
they
They were
both were good,
great.
but I mean, Andy Kaufman was a genius on so many different levels. So anything that captures his genius works for me.
So what's your
Lock
number?
the graves.
What's your number 3, Andy?
One of my favorite characters of all time, George Jefferson. He was a madcap in every episode. So the Jeffersons with Florence and Willis and I'm the Willises and golly, what was the neighbor's name? I can't forget. I can't believe I forgot Bentley. Bentley.
Yeah.
Lindy Kravitz's mom.
Yeah. He would slam the door in Bentley's face.
Oh, Bentley. Oh,
He
you
was
mean
great.
you mean the
English
guy, the
guy.
doorman,
Bentley.
Yeah.
The doorman was Ralph.
Oh, the Ralph. Yeah, doorman was Ralph.
Yeah.
But so Jerry, where are we at? Number 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
Married with Children, man. I mean, one of the best shows ever, in my opinion. The fucking episode where he was the guy that does the voices on The Simpsons. Dan Kest, what's his name? Fuck.
Castanella.
He played the
Castanella.
gay guy that Peggy was dancing with his boyfriend. That was fucking classic, dude. And we mentioned how Ted McGinley replaces a lot of characters. He actually was an upgrade over Steve, in my opinion. I love Jefferson. He was a great character.
Jefferson was awesome.
Of course, Christina Applegate. Holy shit, she was fine, man.
Yeah.
Just a great show, funny show.
Yeah.
So Jerry, you already covered it.
Yep.
Big Bang Theory.
Oh,
My number 2.
Dribbles.
I would have picked the double. Oh, Scribble. Yeah, I keep forgetting about Scribble. Scribble should have been on here because this is fuck. I had to do your shit. Well, his number 3 was Fresh Prince. His number 2 is Always Sunday in Philadelphia, which is a fucking great show. And I should have picked Always Sunday in Philadelphia. Do you guys watch that show, Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I do.
Show fucking rules, especially when Danny DeVito came in the second season.
Oh, Frank.
The guy who invented the show said, "No, we don't want Danny DeVito. We're good on our own." Said, "You either put Danny DeVito in a show, we need a star that people know, or you're done." And then all of a sudden they go, "This is the best thing that ever happened to this show." Was Danny DeVito?
Is that a Larry David show?
No, it's fucking
No.
Always Sunday in Philadelphia.
I
It's
thought
with
Larry
that
David.
one blonde chick. Fucking D, and you never watched that show?
No, I don't. I know it's been on, but I never watched it.
Dude, you need to watch Always Sunday in
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
it's good.
One of the best comedic shows of all time, dude.
I never watched that or the one with Doogie. I never watched that one either.
Dude, you need to watch It's Always Sunday. You like Danny DeVito, second
Yeah,
season.
what's the
dude.
one? What's the one? Doogie Howser. He played that guy Barney. What was that show?
Oh, I love that show, dude.
What's that
Oh,
show?
How I Met Your
How
Mother.
Never
I
watched
forgot
that
about that. That would have been one of my shows right there.
That's a good
I
show,
never
too.
saw one episode of that.
Oh, you need to watch that show too. It's fucking amazing. So that's his number 3, number 2. Where are we at?
Well, I
number
haven't
two?
done my number 2 yet.
What's
2.
your number 2, Andy?
Al, did you do your number 2 yet?
Number 2, Al.
No. Oh, okay. He scored 4 touchdowns in one game, bro. Married with
high,
children, man. Al Bundy. That's all you need to know.
What's your number 2, Charles?
Seinfeld,
Nice.
which we already covered. Soup Nazi. USA.
Yeah, dude.
So pretty old. So what's your number 2, Andy?
My number 2, it doesn't matter to me if it's Cindy or Terry or Chrissy. It's all great from beginning to end. I love it. Three's Company.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's great, man.
Don't
And
knock
you're
on
right.
my door.
John Ritter is fantastic in every episode. And I always have to hunt for Janet.
Oh,
With
Janet's
a short
hot.
chick with a
Dude.
big ass between 81 and
Who-
83.
I gotta ask, who do you like better, the Mr. Furley or the Ropers?
I thought they were both good. I like the
Oh,
They
Ropers.
were
and they were
both great
both
man,
good.
in their own right.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you got Mr. Roper when he tells a joke, he looks at the
He
camera.
looks at the camera. He's one of the first ones to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smiles.
Classic.
Yeah, I love that.
He looks at the
Smart
camera.
ass.
Fucking great. So
That
that
was
was
great,
your number 2. So Jerry, let me get to Scribble's number 1, Home Improvement.
Wow.
I would have picked that show
Okay.
too. I love me some Tim Allen, and I also like Last Man Standing. So Jerry,
Ooh,
what's your
that'll-
number 1?
Oh, come on, man. You know what my number 1 is, man. Really?
No, I don't. I totally missed this one.
My best show, in my opinion, I think it's still the most watched finale in television history. Talk about MASH, dude. Love it.
Oh yeah, that
My
is your number
favorite
1,
shows, man. Watch 2 hours of it every morning when I can, when it's on TV Land every morning. Watch it just about every day. Never get tired of it. Probably know just about every line on every show, but it's still funny. Cracks me up.
Oh, wow.
Love it.
So who do you like better? Who replaced?
Hot
Who was
Lips.
it? The first
Hot Lips
season.
is on the whole show.
No, I'm talking about. Remember when they replaced the one?
Yeah, they
English-
replaced his buddy. Trapper.
Trapper.
The first 5 seasons with Trapper were genius, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
Frank
Trapper
Burns,
was great.
funny as hell, dude. They got a little kind of too serious in the last few seasons with
Yeah.
Colonel Potter, Winchester. He was funny though.
Winchester replaced Frank. Who do you like
yeah.
better, Winchester or Frank?
They were two
Frank.
completely different characters. That's what I liked about it. They didn't have the same character. They're two completely different characters, man.
And Winchester was a Doc Hollywood.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like when Alan Alda started to direct and produce and write. That's when it got it. And that's what started to change.
Yeah. But the first 5 seasons of that episode is comic gold, man. Fucking Jamie Farr's Klinger, man. Come on, dude. Another one of the best characters ever.
So, Al, what's your number one?
Three's Company, man. It's my favorite show of all time.
Any one of these could have been number one.
John Ritter, his physical comedy was fucking unmatched. I mean, you could tell that Jim Carrey took a lot from him, in my opinion, with his body language and stuff like that when he did the Ace Ventura movies and all that. I mean, fucking dude, the chemistry in that show was unbelievable. It's my favorite show of all time. And I even watched the Roper spinoff. I watched Three's a Crowd. I watched it all, dude.
I did too.
Yeah, so love that show. That's my number one, man. Whenever it comes on TV, I have to stop what I'm doing and watch.
Pluto TV has a Three's Company channel that's all they show.
God, I love it.
Do they really? I haven't seen that one yet.
Yep.
I watch Pluto a lot.
Yep. It's in the comedy section where they show Happy Days all day, Family Ties all
You guys
day.
never talked about Larry. Larry rules, man.
Larry Dallas.
Larry rules.
Oh, Larry
About
Dallas
the Regal Beagle.
The Regal Beagle, man.
The Regal Beagle.
And that one chick who was always chasing fucking Jack, that chick right there.
Oh, the older chick, right?
Yeah, she was always chasing Jack. That was awesome.
I'm the one that Mr. Furley liked. What was her name? Lana.
Yeah, Lana was always,
Yeah.
and then Larry always wanted Lana, but she always ignored him. She wanted Jack.
Going back to the Jeffersons, I know George Jefferson loved Nectar, the band Nectar. That's the band that he came in dancing to and shit like that. So
it was
great,
Nectar.
Great band. If you love like spacey rock and shit like that, it's a great band actually. If you want to kick back and like really like just kind of space out, And
I'm also I didn't know this. He lived his whole life in El Paso, Texas. Sherman Hemsley. I never knew that.
So then we get to your number one, Charles.
All in the Family, the greatest sitcom ever made.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah,
I can't argue with that, but
I should have put that higher in my list. I should have put it higher.
I didn't even put it on my list because I knew one of you guys picked that. So
yeah. Well, I mean, you put greatness on a list. I mean, that's the way it goes.
There's so many fucking shows I missed.
Well, I mean, I don't have an honorable mention, but we did miss the last spinoff. Maybe one of y'all picked it, so I'll let you finish. But
I do have honorable mentions though.
Jody loves Chachi, right?
No, fuck that shit.
No, I'll let who's left.
Oh,
Andy.
me.
Andy and me.
Maybe maybe you'll pick the one I'm talking about.
On the best show of all time, I know word for word, line for line for all the seasons. Seinfeld. The best, man. It's
and Bushy's like, fuck yeah, Andy.
I can watch every single episode over and over, and I know what's coming. I know what the line is going to be.
Me too.
I still think it's funny.
All these shows
I watch it every night.
Could have been number one.
Oh yeah. I mean, all these shows have been very important to me.
The Elaine dance takes talent, man. You can't copy that dance. It's hard.
Right.
I think one of my favorite ones is when she said, "Are you sponge worthy?"
Yeah. And what about the sideburns? I'll cut them.
Or the fucking one where fucking Kramer like tans himself with fucking butter and Newman's looking at him like a turkey. Or he puts those Japanese dudes in a thing and it gets stuck in the drawers.
That's one show where I think the supporting cast was actually better than the main character, I think.
Yeah.
The supporting cast.
Remember when Kramer put the fucking screen door in his thing and the kids were egging his apartment?
Newman was great on there.
Newman was great. The
Newman was a
Risk
great
one
guy.
where they said,
Elaine's-
Jerry, me and Newman are playing Risk.
Elaine's boyfriend later on when he had the 8-ball jacket.
Oh,
George-
yeah, David Petty.
George working for the Yankees, or George on that scooter, like,
Yeah.
or he pushes the kids out of the way because there's a fire. And he goes, I was leading the way.
Oh, dude, you can talk about Seinfeld all day.
Oh, I
Eric
know,
the
man.
George out with his big shoe.
When George double dipped the chip and a guy came up here, you double dipped the chip.
That was classic, man. Yeah.
That whole
Yep.
show is just amazing.
It's like
But-
putting your whole mouth in there.
But my Sunday nights consisted of the X-Files, The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I
Great show, dude.
This is my greatest show of all time. I'm sorry.
toyed
It's
between
like
that one.
it's like,
I toyed
Al,
between
did
that
you
one and-
miss me? With every
Yeah.
bullet so
Every
far.
bullet so
Kate.
far.
There wasn't a bad season on this show. It got better
No.
when Jefferson got, like, a lot of people go, Steve was the best. Jefferson
No.
was a mysterious guy. It's
Jefferson
like,
was awesome, dude.
remember when
Jefferson
they went
was
to,
great.
remember when they said, Jefferson, where the fuck? He kind of controlled. Marcy tried to control Jefferson, but she really
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, 'cause he
It
was
was like-
young.
He laughed
And they
behind
would go-
Marcy's butt.
he
He
laughed behind her,
Mar-
made fun of her.
And
Steve
they
was
would go to beauty
okay,
bars.
but Jefferson was
They
the
would go to
best,
beauty bars
especially
together.
No Ma'am.
No, man.
No Ma'am. This is the greatest
It's-
show of all time.
It's
man.
it's sad about like Christina Applegate now, what she's going through, like with the MS and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
God, I love
all
Christina
fucked.
Applegate.
She's all
I
screwed
love
up,
her in
man.
that Dead to Me movie she's done. Don't Tell
Yeah.
Mom the Babysitter's Dead. You know, I've been a fucking the episode with Anthrax in there with the fucking
Anthrax.
Mom's Mystery.
Oh,
That's,
Box.
that's one of the only things I like about Anthrax was that episode.
Let's
Angry
rock.
Man.
I see colors.
And she was great.
Why
in
was it
the
so
colors.
warm? Why was it so warm? It was in the refrigerator.
Oh my god, that fucking episode is classic. I love them. I love him talking about the fat ladies. Fucking great shit. But we need to end this shit before we go, man. That was our top 13. We could have put a lot more episodes. Well, let me see. Let me get this through this real quick. I got my mentions. I Dream of Jeannie, Dick Van Dyke Show, BJ and the Bear, Frasier, Laverne and Shirley, Night Court, Friends, and The Fall Guy.
BJ and the Bear, really?
I love BJ and the Bear.
Oh, they're showing the Fall
There's
Guy
a logo.
now on Amazon.
I have the
Logo
first
with
season
them.
here.
Yeah,
But,
but
I was told the Dukes of Hazzard wasn't a sitcom, so I didn't put
it's
them
not.
in. Fuck that.
Was the
But,
Fall Guy sitcom?
Yeah,
That
it
was
was,
really
No.
it was kind of sitcom.
Fall Guy wasn't a sitcom either.
Well, I
I
fucked
would
up.
put
then.
Good Times as an honorable mention.
Good
and
Times
that
is
was the
honorable
last
mention.
spin-off of All in the Family.
All right.
Yep.
Well, let's get this
Oh.
show go ending because
That's
Charles
right.
got 6 minutes. So, Charles, you got anything to say before we go?
Please like, subscribe, and hit notification bell. And also look out for the new Freeform Rock podcast coming out this week. Poison, Flesh and Blood. What do I say about that on my debut episode? We'll see.
I'm pretty
Check it
sure I know what you're going to say about that.
With the great Bushy, which we'll know what he's got to say about it, right?
Yeah.
All right. I like making fun
Talk
of
about the
Bushy.
odd couple. Going at
Andy,
it.
Andy, pimp
Yeah.
your shit.
Yeah, I got an episode coming up on the Blackspinner Circle with Scribble. It's going to be my guest. I'm going to ask him about his influences in music and what it takes to be a hip hop artist and what goes through to be recording. Then after that, the week after that, we're doing the top 10 albums of 1973 plus 5 honorable mentions. And I just wanted to throw in a little bit of 227 in my honorable mentions. I love
227's great too.
Yeah.
Al, pimp your shit.
Be Cool to Be podcast out, Facebook fan page, YouTube channel. I'm going to Jerry Cantrell this Saturday. Maybe I'll have a picture with him, Mark,
Of course.
by Sunday. But I like to do that Foo Fighters episode, you guys too, if you got room for me.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
It's on. That's on Monday.
Charles
right?
is bowing out on
Monday.
that one. He doesn't like the Foo
That's
Fighters.
on. That's on Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Monday. Yeah.
Same
All right,
time,
so
right?
Yeah, 11. Make your ultimate 11 album of Foo Fighters. Yeah.
Foo Fighters. All right.
So
I gotta get started.
Charles, I probably won't talk to you. Have fun at Rockin' Pod. Be safe. Have a safe trip.
Oh yeah, Charles, welcome back to
you know, I'll
America
talk to
next week. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Looking forward
Yeah,
to
so
it.
have fun, man, and talk to you soon. And I'll talk to you on Facebook anyway. But
Yeah, man.
you know, thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it.
Jerry.
Al mentioned it about we're doing the top 11 Foo Fighters album on Monday because we won't be here next Thursday. We'll be at Rockin' Pod, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Me and Mark got together and said we tried to pick a band that that Charles didn't like, so he wouldn't be missing anything.
Yeah.
So that's why we picked the Foo Fighters.
I wanted to do Star Trek, but you picked that.
Now I know Charles wants to do it. I know he secretly wants to. I know he does.
Star Trek?
No,
Yeah.
Foo Fighters.
Oh yeah.
I think he'd rather do Star Trek, but
I wanted to rate all the Star Trek movies, but you said Foo Fighters, so I went with you.
well, I said at the same
I don't
time
mind
you gave
Star
me-
Trek as much as the Foo Fighters, but there's only one great movie, Wrath of Khan.
Fuck that. There's more.
That's how it goes.
Undiscovered Country, bitch. one of the best.
No, I don't know there, fucker. We go with that bitch shit there, slut dog.
I call everybody bitch.
I know, but that ain't, that's my thing.
Hey, you ain't my
Right
bitch.
back at you.
Slut dog.
Slut dog.
All right, man. What you guys need to do, you need to check out the Freeform Rock podcast. You need to subscribe to this channel. You need to share, and let's get the fuck out of here, guys. All right.
Later, everybody.
Later,
Take
guys.
care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Live long